Welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I'm slowing things down today because when you have a shirt this comfortable, a man's voice changes. I'm not sure if you understand what I mean, Carissa, but welcome. I'm Carl Wasty. And join us on a journey to 9 a.m. where we will give you a show cascading with talent, with amazing recipes, and a delight in the kitchen that you'll never forget for the rest of your life. It's going to be sensational. A menu that you will love, and of course, Carissa and Zanele, and I mean alone, that's a dish to behold.
Oh, thank you. A 5-course meal,
That's
in
right.
fact. Thank you, Carl. Hello, Zanzi. I'm Carissa Cupido, and in just a bit, I'm going to introduce you to somebody beautiful. You know her, but we're going to keep her on the side just a little bit longer because Zanele looks so good today. But for now, let me tell you what is on the menu. Farmer's Market, a breakfast frittata.
Yes.
Does that sound good to you? I love a frittata, personally.
I love a frittata.
It's a go-to Saturday breakfast. And then we also have a zucchini noodle basil pesto pasta, which is great for those carb-free days. I'm trying to do a carb-free day.
That's today. That's mine already. I'm booking that already. I don't care anybody here. All right, I'm booking that. I'm hungry. Let's do it.
Spicy maple roasted rainbow carrots with crispy chickpeas and then also a yogurt sauce.
Booked.
Sound good?
Booked
also,
again. That's it.
Okay, cool. So
I'm eating today.
you eating.
That's what I'm doing,
okay.
though, honestly.
Well, somebody that always eats it up when it comes to looking good
no
is Miss Zanele. Hello, good morning, Zanele.
Stop it, you delicious humans. My goodness. Good morning, my angels. Also, it's Carl sounding like Dr. Love for me. Sounds like Friday action night, but with Dr. Love. I'm very, very confused. But, not oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, beautiful humans. Guys, I have to ask you, are you ready for Leon John, the man that is going to be performing for us today?
Oh,
Yes.
I can't wait, Zanele. Honestly, I'm just waiting with bated breath.
Exactly. I love any artist that has 2 first names is like a talent. So I'm ready. Leon and then John. Love it. Come on.
Well, Zanzi, I hope you are ready because Leon John is indeed going to be in the building telling us all about his brand new single, In the Morning. And it's absolutely such a beautiful song, but you got to stick around for it. And of course, to learn a little bit more about this incredible human. You got to also stick around just for everything Carl and Carissa said. But along with that, we always ask you to please come along on a journey with us in the name of the Good Morning Post on the social media streets. Let's head on over to it. We want to hear from you this morning, also in terms of those voice notes. 063-408-8863. Hashtag Expresso Show on all our social media platforms. Friend, January. Let's do a little bit of a recon. Did you achieve any of your, New Year's resolutions? Did you stick to any of them? Get any one of them done? Or was it just a little bit of a trial run? This is something we want to know. One of mine was, don't die. So I'm still alive. I've achieved something. What about you? Let us know. 063-408-8863 and hashtag Expresso Show on all our social media pages. For now, let's head on over to the news headlines with the beautiful Carissa.
Oh, and we're so glad you're still with us, Zanele. 3 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's get into your national news headlines, where nearly 2,000 guests from various sectors are expected in Cape Town for President Cyril Ramaphosa's State of the Nation address tonight, representing civil society, academia, cultural, religious, and traditional groups. Now, key feature of the event is the gathering of all 3 arms of the state, the executive, legislature, and judiciary under one roof. Speaker of the National Assembly, Toko Didiza, highlighted this year's theme, which is harnessing parliamentary diplomacy for the realization of global solidarity, equity, and sustainability. The ceremony will include a 21-gun salute, fly-past, national anthem, and full military procession. In other national news, Johannesburg's Department of Transport has confirmed the resumption of Rea Vaya bus services after they were suspended following the tragic shooting deaths of 2 bus drivers in Soweto on Monday night, within 10 minutes of each other. Johannesburg Metro spokesperson Virgil James urged all transport stakeholders to support efforts to prevent violence and vandalism against bus staff and infrastructure. He also noted that internal discussions are underway with bus companies to implement safety measures as the suspension left thousands of commuters stranded. In your international news making headlines, Malawi's President Lazarus Chakwera has ordered the preparation for the withdrawal of Malawian troops from Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Now, the troops, part of a Southern African regional bloc mission, were deployed to assist Congo in dealing with armed insurgents. This decision follows a ceasefire declaration by warring parties and is aimed at paving the way for peace negotiations. The rebel alliance, including M23 fighters, announced a humanitarian ceasefire on Tuesday. Meanwhile, it's reported that Mozambique is considering sending soldiers to the DRC. Meanwhile, Argentina will withdraw from the World Health Organization, the WHO, following U.S. President Donald Trump's move to pull out last month. President Javier Milei, an ally of Trump, ordered the exit due to, quote, deep differences with the WHO, particularly over its handling of health issues like COVID-19. Now, Milei cited the country's long lockdown under the previous government and the WHO's political influence. Trump has also criticized the agency's management of the pandemic and its financial demands on the U.S., its largest contributor. Now for your 6 o'clock news, we close up with this feel-good story, bringing it back home where Cape Town is buzzing this season with tourists. The 226 international flights landing each week from 31 different destinations, the city's tourism is definitely thriving. Official figures show a 10% increase in international visitors since 2023. And for the first time, 3.1 million passengers have passed through the international terminal at Cape Town Airport. The city's confidence is growing with more airlines and a special focus on the Asian and Australian markets. Over 10 million people have visited, and the cruise industry is also booming with 88 ships docking this season, all adding to the 27 billion rand Cape Town's tourism brings in each year. It's a win-win, though, for the economy and the people of the mother city. Absolutely love having that champion status, and we hope to up that come 2025. Well, that's where we leave your news for now. Let's see if the winning streak continues in the world of sports. Here's Carl with the latest.
A winning streak indeed for the Sunrisers Eastern Cape, who kept their title defence alive with a 32-run win over Joburg Super Kings in the Betway SA20 Eliminator at Centurion. Now, Aiden Markram's unbeaten 63 powered them to 184 for 6 before restricting the Super Kings to just 152 for 7. They now face Paul Royals in today's qualifier number 2, with the winner meeting My Cape Town in Saturday's final. Now let's stay with cricket. Not so good news, though. Proteas fast bowler Gerald Coetzee has been ruled out of the upcoming ODI tri-series against Pakistan and New Zealand due to groin tightness sustained in training. Now, the medical team deemed the risk too high for him to continue. A replacement will be named soon, and he will not be considered for the ICC Champions Trophy 2025. Now on to football. Newcastle stormed into the League Cup final with a commanding 2-0 win over Arsenal in the semi-final second leg at St James's Park, sealing a 4-0 aggregate victory. Goals from Jacob Murphy and Anthony Gordon secured their place at Wembley, where they await the winner of Liverpool versus Tottenham, that fixture this evening at 10 p.m. And then on to motorsport. MotoGP world champion George Martin has been ruled out of the remaining pre-season testing in Malaysia after suffering a broken hand and foot in a crash at Sepang. He will undergo surgery in Europe and faces a race against time to be fit for the season-opening Thailand Grand Prix that'll be on the 2nd of March. And that is it for sports. Another update, as always, in 1 hour. But let's jet on over to your weather details. Here's Zanele with all of them.
Thank you, Carl. Let's get you up to date, Mzansi, with what's happening in terms of weather. There's 2 warnings that have been issued by the South African Weather Service, starting off with a yellow level 2 warning for severe thunderstorms, including heavy downpours, hail, excessive lightning and strong winds, potentially causing localized flooding and infrastructure damage in Gauteng, Central and Eastern Free State, Eastern Northwest, as well as Southern Western KZN. Additionally, disruptive rain leading to flooding is expected in Eastern KZN. A yellow level 1 warning is also in effect, alerting to damaging winds and rough seas between Cape Columbine and Cape Agulhas, spreading to Plettenberg Bay by Friday, making sea navigation a little bit difficult and challenging. But we will keep you up to date if there is any changes over there. And of course, we got your temperatures for you in a bit. But first, one of my favorite parts of the show, it is your sunrise view. We always ask you to show us what it is you're waking up to. And this morning, Audrey, you have done the Lord's work. This is absolutely stunning, representing Durban. That is going to be a delicious 25 degrees Celsius. this. I think that this specific picture could hang above my bed. I love it. And why? It's because you can't tell. Is it a sunrise? Is it a sunset? It just looks like both, and it's absolutely gorgeous. The colors mixing all together. Thank you so much, Audrey. You have done the things that need to be done. And Mzansi, it's your turn. Please do come through 063-408-8863. Just a young picture on WhatsApp, and then we get to show the rest of the nation. Right now, though, let's jump into those temperatures and show you how you need to dress. Degrees. Not too
I don't know what's
bad,
happening,
Uppington.
28 in Uppington, it's winter. What's happening?
Not
Hello?
winter.
What's happening?
Get the scarves, get the beanies out.
Oh, it's crazy, eh?
At least some moderate weather can be expected on that side of the world. And listen, if you are looking to get heated up just a little bit, this is the place to be on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, because we've got the fantastic, the incredible, the incomparable Leon John that's going to be joining Zanele out in Joburg. But the best part, of course, is that we get to enjoy it as a country. We stand together to enjoy his new single called In the Morning. And that comes up in just a bit.
There are lots of adjectives. Well, then I have the ever-present individual who has so much talent. His articulation is something that is to behold. JP Sebastian, he will sit on this couch and deliver sweet nothings about 3 movies releasing tomorrow, one of which I'm very excited about. Massive award hype, The Brutalist is coming out, and I just think that that is going to be a sensational movie. Cannot wait. The first time I heard about brutalism was when my brother was studying architecture, and then I'm like, what's brutalism? It sounds like they're fighting. No, it's actually something else. But don't worry, JP's got all of that for you coming up in the next few moments. So thank you. If you want all of these adjectives, then stay there.
As long as I live, I still pray for you every day. I see your friends around, they ask.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso. And in the next few, we'll be very, very happy to bring you a couple of movies. Now, I mentioned that these will be releasing tomorrow. And we've got 3 movies coming up for you, all of which have their own merit, and one of which is The Brutalist. Now, with a lot of award hype, I think Adrian Brody is about to embark on another big journey. You've seen him in some of the best, but JP Sebastian is here just to unpack all of these movies one by one. And I'm sorry to put so much emphasis on the one movie, The Brutalist.
It makes sense.
But I'm very excited about that one. But let's start from the top, shall we? Yes. So let's start all the way.
Keep it artful.
I have to,
Yes.
okay? So
Classy.
the first one that you want to bring me today.
Sorry, I have a cell phone in my bum, which is why I'm shifting so
No,
much.
that's fine.
Bam,
That's why we roll with live. That's why it's like that. But just in terms of all these movies, I know like there's one of them Days, and then there's a movie about dogs, apparently.
A very cleverly named movie called Dog Man.
Yes.
Which, by the way, is about a half man, half dog. I love it a lot thinking
Really?
about. Yeah, there's a.
I thought there's a metaphor or
A
something.
series of books that we're just totally missing out on because
Yes.
we're about 18 years too old for it, probably 20, I don't know, whatever. It's toddler stuff, basically. I don't know if you remember there was a movie that Kevin Hart was part of called Captain Underpants.
Yes.
Also, DreamWorks Animation, one of these like weird left of field type things. And Dog Man is, I suppose, part of the Underpants extended universe.
Oh, this is cool. I'm in.
This is all kids need though. Like, what's the premise? It's a cop who had a dog, and then a bomb went off, and then obviously they had to attach the dog's head to the cop.
Oh, that's normal kid stuff. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, science.
That makes sense. I mean, that's like RoboCop, but then it's obviously kids, but with dogs.
But
Cops.
what I dig is, like, even though it's DreamWorks Animation, you just had The Wild Robot, obviously, with Lupita
Yes.
Nyong'o, and everyone's like, oh, it's so painterly, it's so beautiful, it looks like Matisse. But it's like, you know, sometimes stuff can look simple and fun too. If you think about, say, Wallace and Gromit, for example, and that sort of evoked here. But obviously, very much Captain Underpants. Yes, what a brilliant premise. I like to think to myself, like, now that, you know, you have people who are grown boy men like our age talking about Captain
Yes.
America and all that kind of stuff. Are there toddlers who discuss the intricacies of the politics of Dogman? I hope so. That's Pete Davidson doing the voice of the cat, but I think the first prize about all of... Oh, also, shame. The chief is Lil Rel Howery, who was in Get Out, the funny TSA friend. Sounds
Oh,
like
that guy. Yes, I know. Yeah.
actually like a really funny dude, and seems to have good chemistry with the dog in this movie. Best part about the dog, I think, and this was one of the promises that I think people were hoping for with the Wild Robot, is what if the robot just doesn't speak? Can you still pull off an animation? So it's the first time since 2002 that DreamWorks has a lead character that doesn't speak. First one was Horse movie, Spirit of the Cimarron or whatever it was.
Yes.
Remember. So I think that's really, like, obviously brave, but it must work because it's getting decent reviews from critics. I've not seen it myself just yet, but if you've got little ones, it seems like it's the kind of thing that should be a win. I
love it. It's energetic. It's slapstick. I think it's going to be a cool one. I'll watch this.
can only imagine that obviously Chris Pratt probably violently entered Universal Studios and at gunpoint demanded a voice, but they said no, and God bless them for that. So out tomorrow, little ones, take them. I'm sure that you'll see glee on their faces. I know that I'm stupid enough to enjoy anything that's just called Dog Man because the man is a dog.
Me too. Like that's my vibe as
I'm
well.
sold.
I am sold when you say Dog Man. I love the premise for
But
it as
Shane,
well.
you want to get to the Brutalist
No,
eventually?
Let's get to one of them days. Okay, let's go there first, and then we'll go.
I think that I might be able to make a sale to you already in that it looks like it feels a lot like Friday. And I don't care. Like, I'm the movie critic and all that sort of snobbish nonsense.
Yes.
But Friday is a masterpiece to me. And I hope that something like this can stand in its shoes. Starring Keke Palmer, who you last saw in Nope.
Yeah.
Who really needed to be nominated for that. She is an incredible actress. And you're opposite SZA. Who I'm sorry, I'm an uncle. I'm a middle-aged man who just yesterday figured out Doichi, who did a
Don't you? No, that's fine.
who actually collabed with SZA at one point. Carissa actually like gave me a fail cake there for only discovering her now. Excellent musician, I loved her. Watch Tiny Desk. But like I said, it looks like it feels like Friday. It looks hilarious. You got two sort of like slacker friends. One is the almost too funny friend, and the other one's trying to get her life on the straight and narrow. And you know how that sort of like ball game works, if you remember, like I said. I don't want to keep going back to Friday Shame because it obviously wants to be its own thing.
Yeah.
But the other thing that concerns me is how, and we spoke about Companion last week, like how did no one hear about that movie? And then same year, you got these gigantic names. And why are these movies so undermarketed? It looks like it's going to be a fun comedy. I love stuff that's like a bit of a stoner edge to it. More dumb fun.
Yeah.
Give me Dogman, give me one of them days.
Also,
Any day.
SZA. I'm a big fan.
Yes, and stupidly had to just dip my toe for the first time in her as well yesterday, and it was also I'm a new fan. Yes.
Yes, of the music.
Scissor.
Now, let's move on to The Brutalist, because this has got so much awards hype.
I think it's
And
10 nominations.
Yes, there's so many nominations for this, and I just want to see Adrian Brody in this role. But more importantly, like it throws me back to when my brother was studying architecture, and then he's like, there was a section on brutalism.
Yeah,
and I thought, wow, what are you studying?
Okay, so I mean, for people who want to wear, like, whenever you see those dour, stoic, like Soviet blocks of like flats and stuff, it's like. Those are ugly because people get to live there. They're functional.
Yes.
Brutalism's a good thing, I promise you, despite all this sort of propaganda. But the movie is obviously not deeply into the architectural sort of side of it. It's blended biography of different architects from Eastern Europe. The character is named Laszlo Toth. You seem like you're a big Adrian Brody fan. Was it the pianist for you?
Pianist. Yesterday.
It's a tearjerker type of guy.
I mean, when he did a Predator movie, I was kind of, nah.
Wait,
but
sorry?
He did a Predator movie, and I was like,
no,
yeah.
I thought that was decent. Predators.
I think he just wanted to do that to take his top off. But the thing is, Pianist was like the one that I loved.
So you love when he starves himself to death and looks like a desperate refugee is your kind
You know what? I think that's where I'm going.
I think, however, that I should actually do some justice to this movie. I did see it. It's got Guy Pearce as well, and this is another human being who is not given enough credit by Hollywood. It's like, you know, he's the guy who put, in a way, Christopher Nolan on a map with Memento. And he's just an excellent actor. He's also nominated for supporting. Adrian Brody obviously nominated for Best, and I think Felicity Jones is also nominated for supporting. So it's a strong cast, and it's look. So here's a couple of problems. Is you got something that's already very Oscar baity. By that I mean obviously that is trying to net as many as it can. That's not necessarily a sin, but I think expect an amount of sort of like, you know, connected dotedness to it. Whatever. You know, I've seen it. I've given it. I can give it a review. And again, similar to Honora, I can say that myself against the rest of the world, completely against the grain. I'd make a bad architect. Thought that this movie was only good at best, whereas everyone else is calling it the American movie. That's not for JP. I'll dig into more of a review next week, I think, though, because it's an Oscar nominee. I should talk more widely and more broadly about this. Maybe I'll love it by next week. We'll see. I'll check to your architect brother.
Please. We have to have a conversation about that. But then 3 movies coming out tomorrow. You got Dogman, you got One of Them Days, and you got The Brutalist. So go check them out in the cinema. And of course, we'll have a nice JP Sebastian style autopsy on each of them a little bit later. But then there's another movie coming up called Love Hurts. There's a review for that tad later. But don't worry, stay right there. We got the entertainment for you right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
That's a sledgehammer to a building.
It is. Bah.
Oh, man, I'm so excited. I feel like 2025 is the year of the cinema, so I cannot wait. But something else I cannot wait for is for us to be blown away by the man who is sitting right next to me. Expresso family, every single morning we bring you superstars, and today is no different. Leon John is a king that was born in Bulawayo, Zimbabwe, but has gone on to live in Cairo, Egypt. And at the age of 17, he moved to South Africa, where he was finishing his history, international relations, as well as, of course, anthropology, and doing the things that need to be done in education. However, the beautiful voice that he has, it could not be stopped. No. The whole world had to hear it, and that is why we are celebrating him this morning, especially that brand new single of his, In the Morning. Everyone, let's give him a feel-good welcome, please. Mr. Pan-African artist, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you, darling?
Amazing. All the better for having you here with us.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
I think the country's about to be healed with your beautiful
Do you know what?
performance.
I hope so.
100%, because your voice has healing powers.
Oh, thank you. Oh, my God. You're going to make me sweat so early in the morning.
But Leon, let's get to your upbringing, because
my
you
love.
had a very unconventional one.
Yeah.
Like I said, you
Yeah.
started off in Zim,
Yeah.
moved to Egypt, then South Africa. Where would you say had the biggest impact on your musical journey?
Everywhere. I can't pinpoint any one place. I am a combination of all of my influences. I'm a combination of my parents as well, who have been very instrumental in molding my ears. I'm a product of the environment that I'm in, always kind of studying on my own and learning from the greats, studying the greats as well. So zonke bonke.
Zonke bonke, darling. And speaking of being a product, of course, there's a couple of people that you grew up listening to.
Yeah.
Who are some of your biggest influences?
So like I said, my my dad, we grew up listening to a lot of Oliver Mtukudzi because of my dad. On long drives, we just put that on. A lot of the African artists, Salif Keita, Angelique Kidjo, Ismail Lo, all of those artists I learned from my dad. And then on the other end of the spectrum, my mother is a massive pop fan. So the first time I ever heard a Christina Aguilera song or an Alicia Keys or Maroon 5 was through my mom, right? She always has the radio on 24/7 in her bedroom at a low level, but always on. So it's just an education, really. Yeah.
Beautiful. And speaking of education, you taught yourself to be the musician that you are today, which is crazy for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, the fact that you got to the level that you're at right now, and it was all self-taught, that is wild. When did you actually start teaching yourself?
I mean, I think it's a little bit of an exaggeration to say that it's all self-taught.
I mean, for the most part, darling, stop being modest.
Yes, yeah, I had a few kind of singing lessons here and there growing up to teach me kind of technique, but for the most part, like you're saying, it's learning through observation, through the greats and the people that inspire me, and learning, okay, this is how you do this, and this is how you do that. And because I think a lot of the time it's much better to get kind of practical experience. There's only so much that you can learn in a classroom or through somebody teaching you, okay, this is how you stand. Go out there and learn and stand and be on the stage and mess up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then through that, you'll know next time not to do the thing that you're not supposed to do.
I love that. So when Christina was going, you were there like,
Exactly. My neighbors are tired of me. Every morning, every single morning at night, I'm there. Yes,
beautiful.
Learning. Constantly learning. Exactly. And that's exactly what I sang. Beautiful. I sang beautiful. My first time ever. It was beautiful, yeah.
That's incredible.
Exactly.
And of course, I think you now sitting here and being like, I have a song in the morning.
Yes.
Produced by the Imports.
Yeah.
People who produced Beyonce's Find Your Way Back.
Yes.
That is crazy. You might as well be Beyonce then. Do you know what I mean?
Listen, yeah.
Exactly.
You know
Thank
go.
you. All right, P,
Delulu
speak
is
to
the
us.
Delulu. Yeah, why not?
Exactly.
Yeah, let's
My
go.
lovely, how did that come about?
So I've been friends with the Imports for a long time. I've been fortunate enough to know them for a while. They actually made my very, very first commercial single called Pray For You. Around the same time, I think that they were making Beyonce's The Gift Project. Because, I mean, they're from South Africa. They're South African talent, homebred talent, and just so proud of the work that we're able to do together and just including in the morning. But just, I'm so lucky and I'm so fortunate. So thank you, David, and thank you, Bubele. Always,
Thanks, Beyonce.
Exactly. Thank you, Beyonce.
Talk to us about the song, though. In terms of it itself, what inspired it?
So it was inspired by the Bible verse, Psalm 30, verse 5, right? Imagine.
Hallelujah.
That reads, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. I've found a lot of inspiration in the word and the poetry of the Bible and other kind of scripture as well, be it the Quran, whatever it is, I find inspiration. And so this time around, that verse really spoke to me, and I just thought, okay, instead of focusing on all of the negativity and being kind of melancholic as I usually am, let me focus on the positive. Do you know what I mean? Let me focus on the air in the morning, and then maybe I'll will that to come true. Do you know what I mean? Because I felt like at a point I was willing all the sad things I was saying to come true. So I was really tired of that. So I was like, let's be positive.
Let's be positive. And I love it because when you listen to the song, it feels like the morning. It feels like a new dawn.
Yep. The Imports. The
Beautiful.
Imports.
Oh, my goodness. And, of course, you have amazing visuals to go along with it. The music video dropped where you have the beautiful actress, Tidinhle Kono.
Yes.
Our generation's queen.
Exactly.
Talk to
Generations.
us.
Film, television, stage.
Yes.
Is so talented. And, again, so fortunate to be surrounded by such amazing artists that are always willing to lend their talents and for us to work together and make beautiful work. So honored. It was also directed by Mpo Moahle-Kobe. And, again, such an incredible videographer and, you know, all of the things. I don't have the terminology for film and television.
Yes.
You'll forgive me, but, you know, there you go.
Amazing. And you know what, Leon? I feel like this is only the beginning. 2025, there's still so many months to go. I know you're just going to continue to take over.
Absolutely.
We cannot wait to see it. But thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you for having
and I can't
me.
wait for your beautiful performance. Yes! Zanti, you got to make sure you stick around because Leon John is going to be blowing you away with the vocals that you did not know you needed this morning. We call it the Feel Good Breakfast Show so that you can feel good, you know what I mean? And he's going to do exactly that. Right about now, I know that we need to hear a little bit of what is still coming up. My Carissa, what do we need to know?
So many things, Anile, but can I just say I love our artist's outfit for today. It is absolutely gorgeous and has inspired our conversation in many ways. We have to get into the next movie. And I can't wait to chat to JP about what is still to come, what has come, What is coming?
Tomorrow, Love Hurts.
Oh, it comes with the punches. Okay, Love Hurts because... Okay, no, let me not do that. Let's move on to the artist that
Do not know where that was going.
to perform.
But I'll duck and dodge. I'll Mayweather next to you.
Is the song that is coming. Get out of here, JP. We can't wait to join you, Expresso fam, straight after this. JP and I are going to be on the couch and talk about Love Hurts, an incredible movie released tomorrow.
Hello, I am Ki Hui Kwan, and I play Marvin Gable.
Hello. Morning, Marvin.
Love
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We have to get into so much goodness right now because we have JP Sebastian in the building. Now, you heard him talk to Carl about a movie that I'm really looking forward to seeing, but we're not talking about Keke Palmer this time around. We're talking about Love Hurts. Tell me more about this, JP, and
Keke
welcome
Palmer
to
actually
the couch.
sounds like a... Thank you very much.
Her name's Lauren. Did you know that?
I'd stick with Keke. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Have you seen Nope?
I've seen Nope.
How
I
good is
love
she in
Nope.
that?
She's so good.
And
She's
should
one of
have been
my
nominated.
favorite. Oh, my goodness.
You can probably hear already I'm not super keen necessarily on talking about Poor Love Hurts,
Right.
but whatever, it's not too bad. But I'll at least tell you some names at
I'm
the front.
assuming like a 3 out of 10, but we'll get to the popcorns later.
Yeah,
Lord.
I'm not going to punch below the belt, don't worry. The name that's actually quite similar to Keke Palmer is Ki Hui Kwan, who won for Everything Everywhere All at Once. And which was like such a sort of like a moment of arrival for him. And it's actually quite sweet the way he talks about how he'd hoped that this movie makes the little guy feel sort of, you know, some pep in his step at a chance at being reappreciated by the industry that stuck him away in the dark. The other Oscar winner in this, by the way, as well, because there are 2 Oscar winners, Ariana DeBose. Do see West Side Story if you've not seen it. Steven Spielberg's version is amazing. But whatever. I'm talking about the past so much. Let's talk about the future. Love Hurts is out tomorrow, and here's a bit of a featurette with the people behind the punches.
Hello, I am Ki Hui Kwan, and I play Marvin Gable.
Hello. Morning, Marvin.
Love Hurts, it's about Marvin Gable, who is seemingly a very simple guy. And very quickly, we realize he is anything but simple. 52A, take 1! I'm so sorry. I went to film school, and a Hong Kong action director named Koi Yuan taught me choreography for action, and I was able to put that to good use as an actor. Going into this, I wanted to be able to do all the fights myself. And I trained with our guys for a long time, trying to get myself in shape in preparation for this, because I knew that we were doing something special. And man, it was hard, it was tough. A normal day at the office.
It was really great to have Key in this role because he has an incredible action background as a former stunt performer and stunt actor.
New day, new blood. To me, Love Hurts is kind of my answer to those people who find my story inspiring. Me, like being #1 on the call sheet, starring in a Universal Studios picture, I didn't think that would ever happen.
Okay, sign me up. I'm watching it. He is so adorable.
And it's because it sounds desperately genuine that he's grateful to be in Hollywood. He's grateful to be doing what he loves.
He's like, me, the #1 on the call sheet?
And the way you beat people up publicly, I mean, yeah, you're a terror. And yes, of course, #1 on the call sheet. Love Hurts, out tomorrow. And obviously within the season of Valentine's Day. Ariana DeBose is this old flame from the past. She's a bit of a mystery woman when she re-enters the scene. Finds Ki-hee Kwan, who plays Marvin Gable in the strangely named whatever, for whatever reason. He's a realtor. White picket fences, perfect life. He's carving it out for himself. He's the perfect boss. He brings cookies to work. He's a complete sweetie, as we just saw from the interview anyway. And actually, there's an interesting meta layer here to like someone in a way reducing themselves or diminishing themselves and being afraid of their own power kind of thing.
Saying it's small.
You know what I mean? Like, and it might speak to his experience in Hollywood. Because what a lot of people, just so you know, and why that Oscar was so important is because he was short round in Indiana Jones opposite, under Steven Spielberg and opposite Harrison Ford. Thank you. Our director just reminded me that it's Harrison Ford. JP forgot. Great that you saw me forgetting. But so like he should have had a bright career ahead of him, and then had to become a stunt worker, which is something that it's sad that I say has to become, because stunt workers aren't appreciated as well. By the way, that's Marshawn Lynch is the other face, NFL player, one of the best that we've got, Beast Mode, who actually shouts at one point in this movie. But so, this lady comes back into his life, they have a past together. She seems eager to tease out the beast again, bring back the wild side of him. And he's like, no, let's just keep it all in an even keel. I'm sure I can keep this happy life, this happy job. But the the past and his brother and old money and old betrayals all resurface, and it's obviously all downhill and in the face from there.
And Celine Dion, I mean, how could you go wrong?
For whatever reason.
What an iconic soundtrack.
So now speaking of, because let me stack up the action. We saw David Leitch there, who I can't remember what his association is. I think he might have also produced on John Wick. And John Wick was one of those miracles where it was a director who started as a stunt coordinator himself.
Right.
Chad Stahelski. He's not associated here, but I'm just saying it seems like they're trying to use a similar recipe. Because I think Jonathan Eusebio, the director here, also has his background in stunts. He was a stuntman in the 300, for example.
Wow.
I don't know that this recipe is perfect necessarily, because of this movie, one of its difficulties is it tries to sort of bite too much off. It tries to be a love story, which we have seen with action in the past. Obviously, John Wick has its elements to itself. But I would compare, say, you can watch Grosse Pointe Blank with the name I can't remember, but like classic love movies that are able to blend action, and I think this is just a bit too stunted in a lot of ways. Excuse the pun. And it seems like it doesn't have enough faith in the fact that this dude actually can be star power if he's in the right directorial hands.
Right.
Ariana DeBose, also by the way, an Oscar winner. Do not, trust the process.
Right.
Like it does not need to be like, oh, you have this other side thing that is only half funny. Whereas if you had fixated on the fact that this dude is adorable, and you could probably do something better than, like, I didn't enjoy Nobody, for example, which starred Better Call Saul. Shame, whose name I've forgotten again. But it was a similar feel there, where it's dude going through the drudgery of every day, but then this darker past, almost like Liam Neeson, you're bringing out the beast in me type thing, reemerges. And so that's been done a million times. You have to be a bit more polished.
Right.
By now.
But I do love the playing with somebody that is a bit dorky and then bringing out that side, because he's an unassuming action hero.
But I'll surprise you and say you've seen it a million times. times. So it was Michael Douglas in Falling Down way back in the day. You had Edward Norton in Fight Club.
But Edward Norton's cool though.
But he was just office dude nerd type there and has to realize that he's, this revolutionary deep down inside. Neo from The Matrix, who is a
cool dude.
Who is a nerd.
Reeves?
No, but I'm saying you have these parallels between you have to like find the beast within type thing. So this movie's happened 1,000 times before and it has to be a bit better by now. But tell you what, at least 2 of the action scenes out of the 5 are really good, and here's one of them you can have a look at yourself. A bit of scorpion skit for you in the morning.
Get him out! Come on, come on! Okay, okay.
Okay, and after all that action, JP, what are we scoring this? How many popcorns?
Like I said, the recipe from John Wick, it doesn't necessarily carry over perfectly, but I'd love to see more from this man at the front, please, and people having more faith in him. I can only give it 5 out of 10. As far as throwaway action, what did you expect? There you go.
Okay.
Worth it for the, like I said, it's fast food, basically.
JP, you can't give it a 5 out of 10 in this economy and expect us to watch it. Okay, your 5 out of 10 is our 7 out of 10, so that should be enough for you to go and watch a beautiful movie, Love Hurts, unassuming heroes at their best this Valentine's Day. Could it be a date? Not between us,
absolutely.
But,
Obviously, it tries to strike that blend. Figure it out for yourself, though.
Okay, cool. Thank you, JP Sebastian. Can't wait to have you back to review some more movies. That is your Valentine's Day sorted come 14 February.
I'm going to love that movie when you take your significant other to see, like, oh, we're going to go see Love Hurts, baby. And it turns out to be that movie. That's going to be epic. Going to love it. But, of course, maybe the 5 that JP gave that movie could be one of the numbers you can use in the daily lotto for the guaranteed amount of 1 million rand. That's the jackpot today. You can play now for only 3 rand. And you could win big. Buy your tickets now in-store on nationallottery.co.za, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply by dialing *120 *7529 hash. That is for USSD. All the details are on the Expresso social media pages, so go check them out. And Panda, Pusha, play Daily Lotto for a guaranteed 1 million rand jackpot today. And you can hit it lucky with a huge payday, and you can play now. Now, Zanele, what else can we expect in your Feel Good Breakfast Show?
Oh, man, Carl, there's so much to expect. And Mzansi, this is why you got to stay tuned, because, yes, we're having fun, but we're also getting into the educational side of life, which is why you need to stick around to hear about those new learning opportunities with Crawford International. Also on the way, we want to teach you how to make a little bit of a farmer's market breakfast frittata, darling. I know it sounds like a mouthful, but it's because you're going to want to take a mouthful because it's a delicious recipe. We only ever give you the best, and it's all coming back right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're going to take just a small break, and we'll be back after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show, indeed. And this morning, we told you it is all about education. Now, Crawford International has been known for its incredible results with how they just produce some of the most amazing learners and allow them to be ready for the real world. And this is why this morning we are getting to hear about how education is, in fact, the passport to the future and how Crawford International can get you ready for just that. We got two amazing learners who are letting us in on those new opportunities that Crawford does have. And I'm so excited to get to know these beautiful ladies. I'm talking about Mia Buzansky as well as Erin Napier. Let's give them a feel-good welcome, everybody. Hello, gorgeous girls. How are you?
Good, and you?
Amazing, thank you. Guys, I'm so excited to be chatting to you because I feel like, you know what, school's changed up a little bit since I was there, okay? It hasn't been too long, but it's been more than a decade. So we're trusting you to not just tell us about school, but tell us about also the really incredible opportunities that Crawford International has. And Mia, I'm going to start with you because you know we love a balance of fun and school, you know, education, but also the fun side of things. Talk to us a little bit about what a typical day at Crawford looks like.
So we start at about 7:45, and I take 3 subjects, which is business, drama, and history, along with my compulsories.
Yes.
So I do a lot of writing and a lot of talking.
Yes.
And I'm very creative, so Crawford allows me to be that within their system.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, we are very big in the culture and the sports sectors. I am 100% culture. If I'm not there, I'm in the wrong place.
Yes.
And I will spend a lot of my afternoons at rehearsals for our upcoming pageant, Mr. and Miss Crawford, or our upcoming major production, 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh.
And yeah, that's what my typical day looks like.
I love that. And girl, from you speaking, I can hear that you are there always just on the stage. Absolutely love it. And Erin, my lovely, just in terms of Crawford, you know, what are the things that sometimes surprise people about the really unique things about Crawford?
I think a big thing that surprises people is that we get all our religious holidays off. So whether you're Christian or Muslim or Jewish, everyone, the whole school goes off for the whole day.
Oh, wow.
And I think it helps because people don't have to worry about catching up on work because they're worried about celebrating for their religion.
Yes.
And I think it just emphasizes the inclusivity and the diversity of Crawford.
Oh my goodness, you guys are so lucky. Can I come and join? Because I want my holiday. But you guys are also just so well-spoken. This for me is my favorite thing about what I'm seeing right now. But of course, you guys also have the results to show because you had 1,527 distinctions coming out of the last matric results. That is incredible. Talk to us a little bit about how it feels to know that you're part of such academic excellence. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Crawford, I've been in that system since Triple Naught, so I've been there since the beginning of time. And Crawford prepares you for these kind of results from day one. So you spend a lot of time in the classroom with teachers prepping you about what this is going to look like one day and ultimately where you are building up to.
Yes.
While there is academic excellence, there's also cultural excellence, there's sporting excellence. We are very well-rounded as a school, so what you're seeing from our academic results is just us being well-rounded kids at the end of the day.
Come on. Now I want to have a child to just send them to Crawford. My goodness. Erin, I know that for you guys as well, one of the really big things is the fact that, just like Mia mentioned, you've got great support from your teachers.
Yes.
Do you have a teacher that sticks out for you, that just really has supported you throughout your journey? Are you going to mention the one that's here today on set? Who has it been for you?
I think it's really hard to single out a single teacher because I know that I've just met so many teachers that I know I can go to, I can ask advice, I can ask for support, ask questions. But I think like a big moment for me, I did leave Crawford in 2017 because I relocated to Cape Town, but I did come back in 2019 and coming back to the same friends, coming back to the same campus, it felt like coming home.
Oh,
and
that's beautiful.
I feel like just coming back to Crawford, it felt like coming home. So
come on, Crawford keeps them coming back. I love that. Cape Town wasn't good enough. You had to be here for Crawford. Beautiful. And of course, you guys have got an open day coming up. Talk to us about that because I know the 8th of February, it's going to be absolutely fireworks at Crawford. What's happening?
So we have got big plans. We have the first major production rehearsal. We have got all of our different departments with student spokespersons to actually talk to the parents and let them in on what an actual educational experience is at Crawford.
Yes.
We have all of our sporting teams there to show them what we can offer, what we can do. And then, I mean, obviously there's also students taking around parents on tours, helping our admissions people.
Yes.
So you're going to see a lot of smiles and you're going to see a lot of opportunity.
Love that. And we love ourselves opportunity.
Yes. And I think there's something to be said about like being on campus and to actually see the campus for yourself and just to see, like, walk the footsteps of all the students and see the gorgeous campus. I think it would really just help people see the high quality of education and the respect Crawford has for the students' learning environment.
Amazing. Oh, girls, you've honestly just given such a great picture of what Crawford International is like. And I mean, you guys are now at the age where you're kind of thinking of what you're going to do one day. Do you know what you want to study or what you want to go into?
Yeah.
What is it?
I want to go do a degree at AFTA. I'm very involved in the cultural part of our school.
Yes.
So I want to get involved, whether it's teaching or being on stage. That's where I want to be.
Amazing. Beautiful. And you, Erin?
I think I've chosen a wide range of subjects because I'm not too sure what I want to do yet. I do want to study psychology.
Yeah.
But I think the wide range of subjects does help, and I know I can go into a lot of different things.
I love that. And you know, for me, I'm someone who took a very long while to figure out what I wanted to do. So that's really good that you've chosen the right subjects that will give you the options. But I was like, president, deputy president, you know, either way. Either way it goes. But ladies, I know no matter what you do, you're going to be absolutely incredible. And thank you so much for coming through and letting us know about everything.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's Crawford International producing such amazing students. And this is why, my friend, you need to make sure that you find out about the new opportunities that they have in terms of education for your young ones. But then there's more. Listen to this. There is, of course, the open day that is happening on the 9th of February. But then it is also the 8th of February. But we know it's the ultimate school experience. And this is why you get a chance to win a 2,000 Rand Walton stationery voucher. And parents, to enter, it is so easy. All you got to do is head on over to our Expresso show pages. And you, my friend, reply to the competition post. And you tell us what you think gives Crawford International School a globally competitive edge and why you would want to enroll your child at this beautiful school. And using the hashtag Crawford International, you are entered just like that, and you do know that you stand a chance to win that lovely voucher. And of course, I always got to tell you when the competition closes. It is on the 9th of February, the day after the open day. So go to the open day, but then also make sure you enter. Then after the 9th, we get to find out who wins. T's and C's do apply, and you can find them at expressoshow.com. Right about now, I do need to find out what's happening there in Cape Town. I'm going to get to know these lovely ladies some more. Carl, what's going down that side?
In the kitchen. Sure, can I tell you, with all those Crawford distinctions, I had to bring somebody with a distinction in the kitchen, man, just to kind of balance things out. Shannon Smith is here. You will know her as Mini Mommy Chef online. And in the kitchen, it's important that we whip up something that is farm to table. Now, picture this, a farmer's market breakfast frittata. It's light, it's flavorful, it's packed with seasonal vegetables. It's the perfect way to enjoy a fresh, delicious start to your day. And I think anything that is connected to a little bit more veg is fantastic. But here's this, we have to get the secrets from you, Shannon, it's important.
Okay, awesome. So let's get started.
Yes.
First things first, we're going to add in our onion, some chopped up peppers, because we want to get the vegetables nice and sauteed.
All right.
Once we've got this cooking, we're going to add in our tomatoes, some zucchini, spinach, and then add in our egg. It's easy, light, fluffy, delicious,
yes,
quick to eat, quick to make, and people absolutely love it.
I can tell. And also you're adding a lot of vitality in there because I'm just seeing a lot of veg. And when you got a lot of veg, it's great. But now, here's the thing about a frittata. I don't want to jump the gun here.
Yeah.
But I think that with many people, when they're going to try anything omelette style, whether it be French omelette, Spanish omelette, or this Italian frittata, I think the thing that is always in your mind is this thing going to stick to the pan?
Ooh.
It's a tough thing because now, you know, some people decide to do this thing in cast iron.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, no, here we go. And then some people try to do it into like a Dutch oven type of style thing like you're working with right now. So is there a hack to try and get this frittata to not stick to the pan when you're trying to make it as perfect as we've tried to today?
Perfectly. So I would recommend just spraying your pan with some spray and cook, or just making sure that the bottom of your pan is heavily oiled, and this will make sure that nothing sticks to the bottom.
Okay.
If you are putting it into a different dish, I would recommend using a lined up dish with parchment paper, and that way you obviously have no stick at all, because then you just take it out, pop it over.
Hold on.
Pop to your uncle.
Hold on. Sorry. Let's just reverse there. Did you say parchment paper in a pan?
Yeah, yes, you can use parchment paper in anything.
So parchment paper in the pan.
Line it up.
And line it up nicely. And then pour your mix in there.
That's
and
right.
then cook it. And then remove the parchment paper, flip it over on a board and take the paper off and it's done, like that.
100%.
Hacks! Right? It's hacks. That's so cool. We should try that one day in this kitchen. All right? When I find parchment paper, we're going to do that together. I think it's going to be great. But so now, obviously with vegetables, you don't want to lose too much of that bite, right?
Texture,
You want to get the texture there a little bit. So that's what you're doing right now.
Everybody loves a good crunch. Well, I love a good crunch in a frittata because the egg is soft and sort of like mushy itself.
Yes.
And also you want it super fluffy. So I would highly recommend whisking the milk with the eggs so that the more air bubbles you get, the softer and fluffier and higher your frittata sort of rises.
Okay. This is exciting. In fact, I want to get to the egg part. Like that. That'd be so good. Like just to whisk it. I want to see what
Awesome. Do you want to help me in the kitchen?
I mean, I can give it a shot.
You can whisk in these 8 eggs.
8 eggs. Only 8.
Only 8.
I mean, 8 is like a normal breakfast for me. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes.
Like everyday protein intake.
So that's the thing. So let's go. We're gonna go with 8, and we're gonna do this.
Perfect. Let me come help you out there.
Yes, please come
Oopsie.
on. No, it's fine. Let's go. Let's go. That's right. We're just creating. And this is I think this is the fun part, because let's just say if you've got kids helping you out in the kitchen, isn't this their part?
Exactly, and they absolutely love it. Just make sure the eggshells land up outside the bowl and not inside.
And if the eggshells do, there's a way to get the eggshells out. So like I see there's eggshell in here.
Yeah.
Then I just actually take the shell and then I scoop them out like that. It's
See, that's super clever.
That's just a way to get it out there. But that's what we're going to do. Bada bing, bada boom. Look at that. 8 eggs going in, and then thereafter, where are we going?
So after that, you're going to give it a little bit of a mix. So incorporate all the eggs into or bind them all together.
Yep.
Once you've done that, then you're going to add in the milk. Let me just get these shells away.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks. You're like my sous chef now, if you do that.
I was going to say, whose kitchen is it anyway today?
Okay, so obviously we got this recipe on expressoshow.com. Shannon and I will actually just finish it completely and then show you a finished product later, because you can give it a shot. But I think it's a great thing to try. It's got everything that you need in terms of vitality. As you can see, frittata, it's very vegetable forward, but I think that's the whole idea. You want to get everything together, and I think it's also a nice way of tricking the veggies into the dish with the kids, which is so cool.
100%.
So we'll finish this off, Shannon, and of course you've got 2 more recipes coming your way, and it's very fresh, very farm to table, so make sure you go check that out. And of course, check this one out, Mini Mommy Chef online, to get some more ideas, tips, recipes. It's fantastic. But we'll finish this off for you on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, so make sure you stay there for more entertainment coming up in the next couple of moments.
Perfect.
Yes.
It's my feel good. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Thursday morning. It's just gone a minute after 7 o'clock, which means we get into your national news first. With the Minister of Employment and Labour, Nomakosazana Meth, 79%, representing a 4.4% increase. This new minimum wage sets a baseline across all sectors, including farm and domestic workers. Agri-SA acknowledged the National Minimum Wage Commission's balanced approach, safeguarding workers while considering sector sustainability. However, exceptions apply for workers employed under the expanded Public Works program and those with learnership agreements who are not affected by the new rate. In other national news, nearly 2,000 guests from various sectors are expected in Cape Town for President Cyril Ramaphosa's State of the Nation address tonight, representing civil society, academia, and cultural, religious, and traditional groups. A key feature of the event is the gathering of all three arms of the state, the executive, legislature, and judiciary, under one roof. Speaker of the National Assembly, Toko Didiza, highlighted this year's theme, which is harnessing parliamentary diplomacy for the realization of global solidarity, equity, and sustainability. The ceremony will include a 21-gun salute, flypast, national anthem, and full military precision. In your international news making headlines, a Hamas official has dismissed U.S. President Donald Trump's proposal to have the U.S. take control of the Gaza Strip, calling it absurd and potentially destabilizing for the Middle East. Now, Trump suggested during a press conference with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu that Palestinian residents of Gaza could be resettled elsewhere, while the U.S. would rebuild and redevelop the area. He described the goal as turning Gaza into the, quote, Riviera of the Middle East. Saudi Arabia, along with Egypt and Jordan, rejected the idea, stressing the need to preserve Palestinian land. Meanwhile, Malawi's President Lazarus Chakwera has ordered the preparation for the withdrawal of Malawian troops from Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. The troops, part of the Southern African Regional Bloc mission, were deployed to assist Congo in dealing with armed insurgents. This decision follows a ceasefire declaration by warring parties and is aimed at paving the way for peace negotiations. Now, the rebel alliance, including M23 fighters, announced a humanitarian ceasefire on Tuesday. Meanwhile, it's reported that Mozambique is considering sending soldiers to the DRC. And to close up your 7 o'clock news, we head here. In the birdie-protected landscape area in the Czech Republic, a team of tireless beavers outpaced bureaucracy, completing a crucial dam project in record time at zero cost. While officials wrestled with permits and land negotiations for a 25 million rand revitalization plan, the beavers simply got to work blueprint-free. Their perfectly placed dams transformed an old drainage gully into a thriving wetland, delighting environmentalists and creating a haven for rare stone crayfish, frogs, and other species. Experts praised the beavers' precision, joking that nature's engineers outperformed human planners. As the public cheered the beavers' efficiency, one truth definitely stood firm: when in doubt, trust the beavers. I love when nature calls. That's where we leave your 7 o'clock news. For now, let's head into some sports with Carl.
Let's get into sporting action, and starting with cricket. Sunrisers Eastern Cape kept their title defence alive with a 32-run win over Joburg Super Kings in the Betway SA20 Eliminator at Centurion. Aidan Markram's unbeaten 63 powered them to 184 for the loss of 6 before restricting the Super Kings to 152 for 7. They now face Paul Royals in today's qualifier 2 with the winner taking on My Cape Town this Saturday in the final. Now let's stay with cricket and some bad news for the Proteas. Fast bowler Gerald Coetzee has been ruled out of the upcoming ODI tri-series against Pakistan and New Zealand due to groin tightness sustained in training. The medical team deemed the risk too high for him to continue, and a replacement will be named soon. He'll not be considered for the ICC Champions Trophy 2025. We wish him well. Now on to football. Newcastle stormed into the League Cup final with a demanding 2-0 win over Arsenal in the semi-final second leg at St James's Park, sealing a 4-0 aggregate victory. Goals from Jacob Murphy and Anthony Gordon secured their place at Wembley, where they await the winner of tonight's clash, Liverpool, up against Tottenham. And on to motorsport. MotoGP world champion George Martin has been ruled out of the remaining pre-season testing in Malaysia after suffering a broken hand and foot in a crash at Sepang. He will undergo surgery in Europe and faces a race against time to be fit for the season-opening Thailand Grand Prix. That'll be on the 2nd of March. That's it for your sport for now. As always, another update follows shortly, but let's take a first look at your roads. Here is Zanele.
Jumping out onto the roads this morning, things are not too hectic, but please make sure that you are being safe. Let's start off in Gauteng, Germiston, where there has been an accident on the N3 northbound at Galuli's interchange. It's resulting in a left lane closure. Motorists are advised to add some extra travel time to accommodate the expected delays over there. Then over in the mother city, Cape Town, Athlone, traffic is slow moving along the N2 inbound on ramp to Jakes Gerwel Drive as a result of congestion. Minor delays are expected, so please maintain a safe following distance. And wherever you're heading, make sure that you adhere to the rules of the road and don't forget to buckle up. For now, let's get you ready for what's in store in terms of weather. The South African Weather Service has issued 2 warnings this morning, starting off with a yellow level 2 warning for severe thunderstorms, including heavy downpours, hail, excessive lightning and strong winds, potentially causing localized flooding and infrastructure damage in Gauteng, Central and Eastern Free State, Eastern Northwest and Southwestern KZN. Additionally, disruptive rain leading to flooding is expected in Eastern KZN. A yellow level 1 warning is also in effect, alerting to damaging winds and rough seas between Cape Columbine and Cape Agulhas, spreading to Plettenberg Bay by Friday, making sea navigation a little bit challenging. We'll keep you up to date with everything happening with that. But right now, let's jump on into that beautiful sunrise view. And this morning, Diana from Johannesburg, where it's going to be a delicious 26 degrees. Diana, this is absolutely gorgeous. You said clouds, you are going to be the Beyonce. The stage is yours and the clouds are doing everything they need to do. But of course, we also have those orange hues at the bottom from the sun and I absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Tiana. And Mzansi, this is your inspiration. Go and take that picture. Send it to us on WhatsApp, 063-408-8863, because like I always say, we always want to see what you're waking up to. For now, let's see what's in store for the day in terms of your temperatures.
Some nice moderate weather expected for you, Mzansi, on this beautiful Thursday. But listen, we want to usher in the weekend the best way that we know how. Set aside the cereal and welcome in some delicious meals like this frittata that we still have to finish up with our mini mommy. And then we're going to do another recipe. Something for the carb-free babes out there. And guys, we're going to get into a zoodles pasta, that is zucchini noodles. And I can't wait to find out exactly how to do this, a nice fresh take on something that we know and love. So if you're interested in any of that, which of course you should be, stick around right here, Expresso fam, because we'll see you straight after this.
Oh, you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I told you a quick break and then we're back in the kitchen because, of course, we're still hanging out with Mini Mommy. Now, earlier you saw Carl and Shannon get together to make a delicious frittata. You said that I have to say it like that. Carl, I hope I made you proud. And then we're going to get into something really delicious. But before we do that, please tell me how to finish this off, Shannon. I'm seeing cheese. The more cheese, the better.
That's right. Are your hands clean? If
yes,
they are,
Bass taught me yesterday.
Sure?
Always got to wash your hands.
Okay, awesome. So you can go ahead and sprinkle some cheese over that. And then we're just going to pop that into the oven for 15 to 20 minutes until it's nice and ooey, gooey, live, eaty, fluffy, delicious. And that's about it.
And I remember you mentioning that the more you whisk it, the more milk you add, the fluffier it gets, the more it rises.
You know why? Because you're creating so much air bubbles in the milk.
Okay.
And that air, when it hits the heat, the air lifts it. So you've got that fluffy, gorgeous, silky texture.
Oh, fluffy, gorgeous, silky texture. Well, let's see. Let's test this out.
Oopsie.
And see. This is really delicious.
I think you can do the chopping.
It's the drama. It's the drama. I had to do it. Okay, would you slice this like a pizza?
Like a pizza.
Okay, I'm going to go across. Ooh. Okay, I do love eggs. They're part of my daily breakfast.
It's good for protein. And you know what I love about these frittatas are you make them beforehand, you take them to like a parent-teacher dinner or like any occasion that you actually need something quick that you can whip up in the kitchen.
Oh, I love that.
Take this with you and your guests will absolutely love it.
Yeah, right, because it's impressive. Let me tell you what I have done though. For meal prep, I've made mini frittatas in like a muffin tray. And then you just kind of pack them away and eat one or two every single day.
That sounds absolutely delicious.
What would you have as a side for this?
Ooh, so if you are in your healthy era, I would recommend doing like a side salad with whatever greens are in here so that you don't have any sort of like wastage. Tomatoes, whatever like we've put in there. Or you could actually have it with like some nice ciabatta, add some butter, thick layer of butter on the ciabatta, and that's absolutely my favorite kind. It's delicious.
Okay, we're going to definitely invite Carl in to taste this since it is his handiwork. But we did have a question on the WhatsApp line. So they want to know the difference between a frittata and a quiche.
I think they've got, oh yes, a quiche has a crust.
Quiche has a crust, but it's pretty similar.
I was like, wait, what?
What is a quiche?
So a quiche will have a crust at the bottom, a pastry
base.
Yeah. And a frittata is more of a healthier option because it's crustless.
I do love a quiche. I always used to think it was like for older people. And now I am an older people, and I'm like, give me a quiche, give me a scone,
I like it.
give me some tea at 4 o'clock during the day. All right, so I have to invite Carl in. He's going to have to taste this. And then also I'm going to keep him here to work, okay? Carl, I know you're scared to come in after I said work, but please come taste first before I put you to work.
I'm ready. Always ready. Thank you very much.
We even gave you a basil leaf.
That's it.
Your own made frittata.
Can I just say on the quiche thing, right? Remember, there are many people that get the pronunciation wrong. It's called a quiche and not a quickie. I just want to let you know, because I've heard somebody walk into a shop asking for that. It's not a vibe at all.
No, they meant to say that.
Huh?
Okay. Yeah?
Why do you want to make me work when I can eat?
You can do both. I believe in your multitasking skills, Carl.
This is lovely, and I love a savory breakfast.
Right?
Because the glucose levels are not spiked for the day, man. So you get a nice, consistent energy. I love that.
I do love eggs too.
Yeah,
I know you said you have 8 a day.
Yes, I do, actually. But I think it's nice because it's a good source of protein. It's quite natural as well. I love that.
So
do you know, with my frittata, I'm sure you know, some of these lovely places have chili crunches. I drizzle it over a chili crunch on the frittata. I need to have a bit of chili.
I trust people who know how to eat.
Exactly.
Carl is a foodie. So when you say that, I just know it's going to be good.
It is that's really good.
Absolutely delicious. Well done to the both of you.
Thank you.
Some potato cubes in here.
No, that's zucchini, actually.
Yep.
I love that.
We just left it a little bit sort of on the not overcooked side so that you have some texture, some
I
crunch.
love veg with texture. Okay. Could you do this with just egg whites, by the way, for all the protein
For people that are on the protein diet, definitely. You can definitely do it with just egg whites. Obviously, you're just not going to get that gorgeous color.
Or taste.
The flavor, for me, I would say that the flavor is in there with the egg whites.
There's a hack for the egg white.
Add yolk.
Turmeric.
Oh.
Oh, for the color, you might end up having a little bit of a
curried egg.
You know what?
for breakfast.
I'm here for a curry.
Oh.
Because I think that if you miss the yellow of the egg, man, add a little bit of turmeric.
Yeah.
It's a game changer. Because then suddenly the egg white doesn't look so, like, I'm going to say bland.
Yeah.
I think
It'll
it
pop like
tricks
this.
your mind.
Yes.
It's more about like that placebo.
You know what I'm saying?
So vegans do that as well with tofu scramble. They make scrambled eggs and then they add some
a little.
turmeric.
Oh.
And that's how we go.
Let's get into the second recipe.
Oh, we go. Oh, is there more recipes?
Yeah, you're sticking around.
Oh.
You thought you were going somewhere? No, sir.
I was eating. You
I
guys
paid
do
you
your
for a
thing.
reason.
Okay.
We're
I will be here.
Speaking about zucchini, a basil pesto zoodle.
Yes.
So that is a zucchini noodle.
That
Yeah,
is
Mo.
100%.
Absolutely delicious. Where do we begin?
Okay, awesome. So, Carl, I'm going to ask you to get that pan on the heat for me.
No problem.
And then, Clarissa, we are going to start off making our pesto. So, for the pesto, we've got basil, pine nuts, Parmesan cheese, salt and pepper, and this is what it's going to end up
It just
looking
got
like.
so serious very quickly.
We are very serious here. I'm very serious.
The food processor is shortly wired over here, so I'm going to ask you to go ahead and open this up for me. And then,
Well, I'm going to ask you to open that up.
yeah, it looks a little. Oh, I've
It looks
got
like a job for a man.
I've got it.
What do you mean that's a job for anybody? Come on now. No, look at that. You did that so well. All right, Shannon, you got this.
I
I
see,
believe in
I
you.
figured it
If
out.
you need something, if you need anything on the pan, I'm the pan man.
the pan
okay,
man.
in the middle, you got the zoodle.
Okay, the
And then you are the blender.
Okay,
So we're going to
awesome.
call you Blender Fussy. All right? And you're going to be zoodle canoodle. And I'll be pan man.
Clarissa, if you want to help me out and just destem these
I
basil
absolutely
leaves,
can do that for you.
I'm going to go ahead and throw in some pine nuts in the meantime.
Oh, pine nuts.
You know what I
you
want to
love
do with
pine nuts?
basil sometimes?
Why do they cost an arm and a leg?
That's what I was going to ask you, right? Okay, so obviously with pine nuts being so expensive, I gave this recipe a shot, but I used cashew nuts, which are a little bit more, like they are sort of, I'm going to say price-wise, they're a bit easier.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to know from Shannon.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not going to get that same pesto, but the creaminess is actually really great with the cashews. To give it a shot if you don't have pine nuts.
If you
know
like
what I mean?
cashew milk, then you will definitely enjoy the cashew flavor. Obviously, it just has a different kind of flavor because pine nuts have a specific flavor.
course.
But it definitely will add that creaminess and the richness to the smooth mouthfeel to the pesto.
Also, do nuts have protein?
Yeah, there's a little bit
Extra
of protein in nuts as well, which is great. And
As an
also healthy fats.
alternative, you can also use a sun-dried tomato pesto. And you know what's lovely as well?
Yummy.
Adding some sun-dried tomatoes at the end of your pesto pasta into it. It gives it color, flavor. It's delicious.
Extra nutrients. I love that. Basil smells so good. Sometimes I
Yes.
just want to like rub it on my neck. You know what I mean?
Excuse me?
Basil?
You want to do a pesto fragrance?
Just a little bit
oh
of
my
a
goodness.
fragrance.
No. Well, I mean, actually, that might
Smells
actually work.
delicious.
Food-
Oh.
It does. But I also love it too.
I'm
You know
trying
what?
to
Can I
figure out
tell you
how to
about
put
this
this
blender?
on.
Let me tell you about this.
This
this
one.
blender. All right. It's you do that thing. It's a thing. Trust me.
You know
So,
what? You
that's
do it
what.
with love.
There we go.
There we go.
Take your zoodle canoodle. Thank you.
No blender
In the
fussy
meantime,
here.
you want to put on that pan.
That's nice and warm.
So you're going to add in a little bit of oil. Then we've got our zucchini noodles, which we have already rinsed in a salt water mixture. And the reason you do that is to absorb or to take moisture out of it so that when you fry it, it doesn't become sort of like a slab veg. Because you still want to keep it looking pretty
Integrity.
green. So soak that in salt water for 2 to 3 minutes. Give it a nice squeeze out and then fry them up.
Did you hear that? They don't have a slap veg in your recipe. Eh?
No one likes the slap veg.
Nobody likes a
no
slap
slap veg. Nobody loves that. Just letting you know. All right, so this pan is to heat
Awesome.
as well. I've got a nice and oiled, and then this is cool. All right, so
Where do we put the
that's
salt and
looking
pepper?
good.
Okay, awesome. The salt and pepper is going to go to taste
Okay.
in your pasta. Some people add it into the pesto, but I sort of like people having the option to add in
I agree with
sodium
that.
and black pepper or adjust it to their taste buds.
Love. You know what?
I love that.
I think some people like a bit of extra protein in their meals. I can't mention who, but some people do. Okay, so let's just say that we want to add some protein.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you think you'd add into the mix?
I would definitely do whole chicken breast. It's lean It's perfect on the protein, especially for people with gains. Chop that up, add it into, give it a good fry off, and then add it into your pasta at the end. I would also recommend adding in some steak. Steak pairs wonderful with
See,
pesto.
that's what I'm talking about.
Like
And
that.
this really looks good. Hold on, I just want to ask you, this looks quite...
So this one has to go much coarsely. It's making a lot of noise.
I think what we need is a bit of oil there, perhaps,
Yes.
and then that'll kind of just, it's gonna give it that pesto-y vibe.
Yeah. There we go.
That's it. You see, now it's gonna come together nicely. And you know,
And this doesn't take too long, hey?
Well, the thing is, I actually like to let this method take long, because the reason why is that when it's on a slower, it's on a slower heat here. I like the fact that slowly but surely the moisture is still going to come out of these, because you also want, as you said, no slap veg. You want to actually get like the zoodle, the noodle texture. And the best way you do that is if your heat is a little bit lower and you give it time. You can see when the water's coming off it like that. That's great.
Is the consistency of this okay for you?
No, so we have to just keep letting. Usually it takes like 2 to 3 minutes of it. So I'll show you what we want it to look like. Your end product should look something like this.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can just keep going.
I'll keep going. My thumb is in action over here. And I'll
got it going.
No, I just want to get I want to make your zoodles perfect.
Thank you.
Okay.
Zoodle canoodle approved.
That's it. Oh, there you go.
Beautiful.
There we go.
Okay, let's have a
Gorgeous.
look. Wow, it's a little bit runny.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's
Okay.
fine. I mean, when we add it in at the end of the
I'm gonna
pasta,
crank
a pesto, it doesn't matter what it looks like as long as it tastes good.
Speaking about taste, let's have a taste.
Yeah.
That smells good. I love the way that smells. Basil smells so good.
And? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Such a winner.
So do you pour this with the zoodles?
No.
Oh.
So we're going to incorporate it into the pasta right at the end.
Ah. All right. Well, that looks absolutely gorgeous. As you know, Expresso fam, expressoshow.com is where you get this recipe to get oodles of noodles or oodles of zoodles from Zoodle Canoodle, Blender Fussy, the Pan Man.
And the Pan Man. That's it. We're a team now. I just know we are a team. And yeah, so get the recipe as well. And I think that the main fact here that Shannon mentioned is that nobody wants slap veg.
Yeah.
So don't make your veg slap. Always ensure that you've got good mouthfeel. And you can get all of those details on expressoshow.com. This is looking good. We're going to complete that, and then I'm going to eat again.
Yeah, you'll get the mouthfeel.
That's it. I will do indeed. So please stay with us. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Yes, thank you, man. Thank you. Oh, this is great.
That is beautiful.
That's it.
I'm so mesmerized by your actions. But listen here.
Thank you. You're welcome.
We don't only have good food with the Pan Man, but we also have Leon John standing by.
Yay.
Straight after this very quick break, we're going to get into something so good.
Yes. You know, have you heard of the Huawei Nova 13?
So much.
So it's modern technology, integrated AI tech in it. It's going to be so good. And I think it's going to be something to behold. We actually got some product experts that'll be on a couch to take us through the entire thing. We're going to do some playing with it too.
Oh, I love this.
So it's going to be exciting times. I love a bit of tech on this show, and we're going to give it to you with the Nova 13 coming your way soon, plus Leon John. We have it all here, and Zoodle, so stick with us.
A whole season ahead, a myriad of possibilities.
ABSA, official banking partner of the Premier League.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Am I still in my apron? Absolutely, because we're still making oodles of zoodles in the kitchen, and you could get yourself millions of oodles of zoodles because every day is Get Payday when you play Daily Lotto for the guaranteed 1 million rand jackpot today. So all you have to do is play now for only 3 rand, and you could win big. Buy your tickets now in store. You can head over to the website. That's nationallottery.co.za. Of course, there's the mobile app. There is cell phone banking, or of course, simply just dial *120 *799 hash, and that is for USSD. Now, these details, as I sped through them, are available on Expresso Show, on our social media, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you are, you can find us. And then Panda Push Up Play Daily Lotto for the guaranteed 1 million rand jackpot only today, and you could hit it lucky with a big payday. So all you have to do is play now, Mzansi. Expresso fam, I've got faith in you. I'm crossing fingers, and I know exactly what's coming your way very soon.
Ooh, I am wishing you all of the best. Go and get your tickets, Expresso family. Right now, though, we have been promising that you will be winning this morning with the beautiful voice that is Leon Johns. And of course, we're celebrating his brand new single. It's called In the Morning. Here's his performance, everyone.
Good morning, Expresso family. My name is Leon John, and with me today is Tato Mukwena and Joseph Mtimunye. The song that we're going to do for you this morning is called In the Morning. Trees and the flying birds drenched in that early morning shining light. That is where I find my peace. It's in the air in the morning, in the air in the morning, air in the morning, morning. It's in the air in the morning, air in the morning, oh, air in the morning, morning, oh, when the rays of the sun pierce through the morning mist, glad tidings seem to follow in their wake, casting joy upon my days. As I breathe deep, clearing the fog of yesterday, the crisp air blows and breaks the clouds above. And with that, my pains don't seem so bad. It's in the air in the morning, air in the morning. It's in the air in the morning, morning. It's in the air in the morning, oh, in the air in the morning, yeah. It's in the air in the morning, morning. Joy comes in the morning, peace comes in the morning, yeah. Even spring comes in the morning, always in the morning. Joy come in the morning, I beg. Peace come in the morning, I hope. Let spring come in the morning, always in the morning. It's in the air in the morning. In the morning, air in the morning, morning. It's in the air in the morning. It's in the air in the morning, air
in the morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
Oh, come on!
Thank you.
Zanzi, do you see the material? Do you hear the power of that voice? It is one of my favorite in South Africa. And this is why, friends, you got to stick around because we are still going to be hearing from this beautifully talented human. And honestly, I feel like it's just such a treat for the morning. We still got a whole lot of treats to come up right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Carissa, won't you let us in on it, my lovely? What can we look forward to still?
I decided to be Carissa for a moment, to tell you what you can look forward to as Zanele. It's like that. But I have two guests here, and they'll be doing something very special, okay? Because when it comes to modernizing mobile technology, it's really never over when it comes to the Huawei Nova, 13 specifically. Such advancements that you need to see to really believe. And I have these two, George and Daniel, that are going to be ready to give you a little idea as to how this flows. Plus, we have details on how SA20 fans can win big, but let's focus on that. Come on now. Modern technology developments ain't over when you got a Huawei Nova. Stay there.
Win a Toyota Corolla Cross 1.8 XS Hybrid with Plascon's 2025 Hybridity Color Forecast Competition. Spend 500 Rand or more on any Plascon products. WhatsApp your receipt name and ID to this number. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, and it's time for some modern technology in mobile devices. Huawei is redefining smartphone innovation with the Nova 13. Now, as you may see, you've got these two, George and Daniel, who are on the couch. They're playing around a bit because it's a 60-megapixel ultra-wide front camera. You know what? You've got supercharged functionality as well, a stylish new plate texture, which is amazing. It's a device built to actually impress. It looks good, functions even better. And just to give you a little idea as to what you can expect, Graham caught all the action at the launch in Johannesburg, so let's check it out.
Joburg is serving it up, a gorgeous, breathtaking sunset above the Sandton skyline. But it's not just the end of a day. It heralds a new beginning, introducing Huawei's brand new Nova 13 smartphone. It's going to be an industry leader. Today, we get a very privileged first look at what makes this phone truly exceptional, and it's available right now, and it is gorgeous.
This year, we've not only launched a new super device, but we have also launched a device that gives you super selfies and a brand new, stylish super pattern.
The Huawei Nova 13 is an absolute beast. It's making waves before it's even been released to the public. So I think maybe a good place to start would be with the cameras. Let's talk about one very impressive feature, our front-facing camera. What does this bring to the party?
This one is offering you 60 megapixel. So we just passed the holidays of Christmas, right? So we take a lot of group photos. But sometimes you are going to use the front camera to take photo like this. Strange, as much as I can. More people come, it's like selfie or group photo.
Yeah, and
it's very hard.
Make it in.
Yeah, but from this, Nova 13 is giving you 100 degrees ultra wide angle. So just put like this, more and more people will be in the scene. And at the same time, this front camera is giving you the AI best expression. So maybe you close your eyes. Sometimes you look somewhere else. But with Nova 13, you'll take a group photo, just take a burst of photos. And then you can choose, for example, on your face. So this is the best expression of smiling. The Graham is the best smile on your face. Okay, down. And the other one is Peter. This one is the best. You can choose the best smiling of me. So we can choose individually.
You look like you're on cloud 9 right now, and I can understand why. What stood out for you tonight?
I think the part where you can change your facial expressions from being maybe angry to a little bit smilish and whatever. That is what stood out for me the most. I couldn't believe it. I did it so many times. I made so many expressions and I changed them so many times.
Basil, when you hear about this kind of technology in a phone that is this accessible, how does that make you feel?
I think for me personally, I love photography. Now, for a lot of people that know my wife will know that she's got hazel-colored eyes. But in one of her eyes is a little speck. Now with the Nova 13, and what I've seen today at the launch, I mean, it's amazing. You can actually face it, and you can zoom it in, and you can circle on that particular aspect.
It's going to enhance what I do best, which is photography, because of the lighting that comes from the camera, because of the sharpness of the speed, because of the focus, because of the AI technology that is included here. So life is becoming even more easier with Huawei Nova 13.
How are you feeling about the Nova 13?
Listen, it's a very on-trend color. Even if you look at our 2025 color palettes, they are very muted and very earthy. We even have browns making appearances. So to see this sort of minty, natural, neutral, earthy greenish color, it feels like quality, and it feels like something I want to just put in my handbag and keep with me close by.
I think one of the major pressure points when it comes to our phones, battery life and charging.
So Nova 13 is giving you the big battery for sure. But the most important thing I want to mention is fast supercharging. You just use 10 minutes, you can charge 50% of your battery.
I just experienced that now, today. Like I was like, okay, I need to navigate because I wasn't sure where about. And when I look at my battery life, I'm like, yo, it's 5%. So I have to wait for like 30 minutes to get it to 50%. And with that Huawei Nova 13, like 9 minutes. That's crazy.
You don't need to go for the high-end phones in order to get good quality. Huawei proves that now with the Nova 13 range. You know, you can get something for just over 10,000 that's going to do everything and more. And I think when you look for a new device and you look for what's up, like look for software updates, look for the apps. And, you know, Huawei's got such a great selection with the app gallery.
No, it's actually incredible because what they're doing is beyond just giving people a cool phone and camera in their pockets. With the wave of content creation, it is a small business for thousands of South Africans who are now in their pocket enabled with the best technology to deliver the best quality content to their audiences. And that's what I'm passionate about, so I'm all for it, and yes, I want one.
I suppose Huawei, and you could see by their market share that they now have in South Africa, that they are cooking here. But for you, what does Huawei represent?
The young kids, more especially as well. And I've noticed something when I'm at my events, when I capture a moment, if my photographer is taking a picture from behind of the audience, and when I look at the picture, when I zoom in, you'll see there's someone with a Nova 10, a Nova 11. You know, like Huawei is always there. And another good thing is it's very affordable.
We can officially say the sun has risen on Nova 13, Huawei's unbelievable new release to market. And I have a feeling the Nova 13 is going to disrupt not only in its lane, but the entire premium cell phone market is going to be turned on its head. So if you're keen, I would suggest you get on that pre-order because they are going to fly off the shelves. And watch this space. Over the coming weeks, we're going to delve deeper into some of the features and why this really is and has been proven to be the future of smartphones, and it's available to all of us.
Magnificent. Think about that. Modern technology, but right there on your smartphone, this is exactly what we need. We've seen the features, but what's really driving the innovation behind the all-new Huawei Nova 13? Now, we're joined by the Huawei team. We brought them in specially. We've got a product specialist, Daniel Mbayo, who is here, head of training. George Alcafroni is also here as well to tell us a bit more about this exciting new technology and dive deeper into what makes this smartphone a true game changer. Now, I've personally seen a few of these things, and I'm telling you now, it's a next level type of situation. Daniel and George, welcome you two. I see the thing about this device, a problem, it's distracting. Like, we can't even have a conversation because you just want to play with all the features, right, Daniel?
100%, Carl. I mean, you take a look at it, it's just got an amazing camera, you know, with all this exciting features that we've added to it.
I can see this. Now, let me ask you, you say Huawei Nova 13 AI.
We say Huawei Nova 13, yeah.
I want to find out a bit more about this connection over here and also what makes it stand out.
100%. So Huawei's introduced something that we've brought that is truly revolutionary with our AI best expression.
Yes.
So we're saying here it's a game changer for group and portrait photography as well. So let's think about it. When you're out there, we have something called AI best expression. So we've had some moments here. We took some amazing photos.
Yes,
and
we did.
I'd like to show you how it really works. Right?
Okay, because
so,
you asked for it. I told you that you have to pay for it, but it's fine. I'll allow it for the sake of demonstration. No, I'm kidding. But so we did take a couple of selfies. Yes, I think they look kind of good, right?
100%, they did. And I just wanted to show it off to you how we actually do it.
All right.
And it always happens when we go out there with family members. As South Africans are very social. You'll get to a function with colleagues, a function with graduates, and you want to take a picture.
Yes.
And often it happens that maybe someone's eyes are closed or they don't have the perfect expression.
We South Africans, we love a braai.
100%.
Usually someone's eyes are closed. I'm not going to tell you the reasons for it, but they usually have that moment, you know. There's a little bit of a, something in the background. Now, how are we going to change that? Their eyes are closed too late.
Let me show you how we do with AI best expression here with Huawei Nova 13. All I need to do is simply go to edit, and as I'm out there, I'm going to let the AI do its work. So I've captured quite a few shots with the camera out there. I'm going to go to AI retouch, and then from there, I'm going to go to best expression. Now you'll see the AI will get to work.
Yes.
And as it's getting to work, we can select our best expressions over here. And you'll see there, my eyes were closed previously in other pictures.
Yes.
But now to adjust that, I simply go there and bam, the perfect smile, looking rather natural. And Carl, let's see with you, right?
Yes.
You've got some few funny faces right there.
I do have a few.
Take a look at that.
Ooh.
Perhaps your eyes were closed here and there. Bam, we get it, the perfect expression with Huawei AI best expression. So just perfect shots every single take.
And this is the great thing, because that a family is very difficult to get together at a bride to actually take this photo. And now suddenly we can capture these moments. And remember, it is about, as South Africans, we are about our moments. So we need something that's going to capture every moment, and that's the greatest thing. But I'm sure with onboard technology like that, I think, you know, let's be honest, battery power gets drained, especially when anybody tries extra tech. What happens? Battery gets drained. I mean, and now the thing is, how do you get that sort of mitigated and balanced? And George, this is where you can come in, because I believe that there is a certain supercharged turbo. I thought you were talking about a car when I heard this for the first time. What is that?
Well, the Huawei supercharged turbo is with a power of 100 watts. It's a true game changer. It boosts your phone from 0 to 50% in just 10 minutes. And that's very convenient if you're having your morning coffee or if you're brushing your teeth.
What?
Amazing, right?
I'm just thinking about all the content creators that are giving you a round of applause. Because remember, if you are busy at an event, you saw Graham was at the Huawei event, you know what, if you lose track in the middle of that and you don't have somewhere to plug in, you can't capture all your moments.
True.
Now, the 0 to 50, it's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a quick break outside, you come back in, you're ready to go for more.
Exactly. But life in South Africa is very fast-paced, and
Yes.
it's very essential for our South African consumers to stay connected during the early morning commute or even late night rise, as you were mentioning. According to my broadband, 58.2% of consumers who participated in the survey have mentioned that they run out of battery at least one time a day. And around 29.2% mentioned they run out of battery power at least twice a day or more.
Yes.
So this shows the importance of having a strong recharging technology that can support you throughout the day. In addition, we've also boosted the phone with a 5,000 milliampere battery, which can keep you going for more than a day.
Oh, goodness. You know, the thing is, our typical example as let's go, South African context. You wake up in the morning and you didn't charge your phone the night before, but you have to get to work. Now you've got 10 minutes in the morning while you're brushing your teeth to get at least 50% to get you to work. You know, I feel like that's so powerful, and I think that's very, very important. But let's talk about the features once again. Daniel, you and I took some incredible photos. That was from your front camera. I don't think I've ever looked that good, and I just want to find out why.
100%, Carl, and it's really simple. So Huawei is now introduced with the Nova 13, our 60 megapixel front ultra-wide portrait camera. So this right here is truly a game changer, because when you think about selfies in South Africa, it's all about selfies. It is proven that about 50% of our South Africans, most of them make their choices when it comes to a device based off the selfie camera. So truly, it's a big deal.
It is.
And we've done so much with it. And when we talk about this 60 megapixel front ultra-wide portrait camera, I'm saying it's even perfect for those solo and group shots. So now we're even introducing a 100-degree field of view as well. So we're making sure we capture not just you, but the entire family and everyone in the image.
You know what I'm really happy about? I'm happy because if you take that picture, it's always like, get in, man, get in. But you're not in. You're not in. You're not in. Now we get a full range. We can bring in everybody. What's even better is that the person with the eyes closed, we got the best expression for you. Hello. I love that.
100%. And according to the South African Cultural Observatory, what they've noticed is that most of the creators now currently are using AI. So it shows this growing concern to use AI within our photography. And that's what we've introduced now with the AI Best Expression, of course, incorporated with our 60 megapixel front ultra-wide portrait camera.
Great. It's looking phenomenal. But the thing is, it's not only about your selfie looking good. What about the actual device when it's in your hand? Because I think that's equally as important. You want to carry something that's got something that's a little extra. I mean, you can always make a nice shiny black cover and then, cool, looks like everything else. However, George, Huawei didn't stop there. On the Huawei Nova 13, I feel like what you've done is you've given us something to match with the fashion of the day too. What is that?
Yes, exactly. With the Huawei Nova 13, we've introduced the dynamic plate texture design, which is a combination of vertical and horizontal stripes, blending into this aesthetic feel, and it gives this smooth and silky feel of the smartphone. It actually also gives the impression that the patterns move under the light.
I can see that as you're doing that now. That is so cool. But then at the same time, what you're also doing is acknowledging that it's not just about the actual, pictures. It's about what the actual phone looks like too.
Definitely,
very important.
You want a phone that looks good in your hand. You want a phone that makes you show out or show out in the crowd. And the Nova 13 has that. It's a mix of fashion sophistication with modernity. And also this implies with our vision for a fashion-forward design. And you can see that the device looks really, really nice with all of these patterns.
Yes.
We've also introduced the London green color, which I'm showing you right now.
That's
and
great.
It's beautiful.
Very fashionable too. And actually that color it's unique. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. And I think that's what you want. Let's be honest, as consumers, we see people competing with each other in these stores all the time. You want something very unique. And I think that's what you've done. You've given their uniqueness, not only with the design of the actual device, but I mean, just to recap all of these features that we have. I mean, think about best expression. There are so many times when we do this show, right, where the expression of the individual, then the camera cuts to you and you just, I wish that was live. I wish we could have that on these live cameras. That would have been the best thing in the entire world. But you have that in the Huawei Nova 13. If I look at the fact that 0 to 50%, that's 10 minutes. You step out for a moment, come back in, continue creating content, which is what we are here for in a lot of spaces today. That's how you make any sort of living at the moment. You got to get your content creation on point. That's where your consumers are. I look at that 60 megapixel front camera as well, and you got a wider range, which means that Daniel, George, and I can be in the same selfie. Exactly. And we can look comfortable. None of us are going to be popping our heads in like this, which is very important too. So I think all in all, with everything from supercharged quality of camera as well, I think what you've given us is a Huawei Nova 13 that lives not only in 2025, but it lives through the changes that we're going through as content creators and as people who love braais. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Well done for an incredible device, gentlemen.
Thank you.
I think the big question here is price point. Dun, dun, dun. And if you think it's going to shock you, it's not going to shock you at all. We've seen the power of the Huawei Nova 13, and I think it's important for us to not talk about it with Daniel and George. I feel like you should win one because I love you so much. So remember, these are valued at 12,999. Think about all of the things we mentioned for that price. That's fantastic. So simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso social media pages, and then answer a quick question. Which new feature of the Huawei Nova 13 are you most looking forward to? And why? I can guess you're going to go for supercharged turbo, but I'm going to leave that with you. Don't forget to add hashtag Huawei Nova 13. That's HUAWEI NOVA 13. And hashtag super selfie super pattern. That is the vibes that we showed you right now. Competition closes on 9 February. T's and C's on expressoshow.com. Good luck. That phone could be yours.
That phone could be yours indeed, which is why you need to go and enter. Right now, though, I need you to stick around because, friend, we got two superstars in the building. Of course, Leon John already blew us away with his beautiful voice, and we're going to be getting more music from him. But then we have got international sensation, Bassem Youssef. He is in the building in South Africa, and he's here to tell us all about his shows that are going to be happening all around the country. Do not go anywhere. We still got so much fun to have right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show, where in Ubo is absolutely delicious. And we always love it when you jump in on the conversations we have on social media, which is why we asked you to go and check out our Good Morning post, where we were asking, in the month of January, did you keep to your New Year's resolutions? Did you achieve one? Or was it just a trial season for you? I know for me, I told you earlier on, I said, don't die. I'm still alive. I'm winning in life. But you know you are the person this is all about. So let's get to some of those comments. Teresa van Veek said, having an attitude of gratitude is my resolution. Still very conscious of my blessings daily and totally thankful for everything in my life. Teresa, I love it. We got Kakleho coming through who says, struggling to keep up with the workouts. Stanwasam, I haven't even started my workouts, so you know what? There's someone that you're better than. So, you know, feel good about yourself and just try and keep them going in February, yeah? We also got Martha Modizzi who says, #Expresso show. Good morning, family. Happy Thursday. Yes, I'm still eating healthy. Oh, I am absolutely inspired. One day, I'll wake up and eat healthy. Foster Green says, if you want things to be done, you stick to resolutions. Coming for me with the workouts and the healthy eating. All right, I got you. And I'm going to try and apply in February, all right? But thank you so much for coming through. You know, it is always the best when we get to hear from you, both on social media and get to be with you right here on S3. Right about now, let's get you up to date with everything that's happening all around the world. Carissa standing by with your news headlines.
Thank you so much, Zanele. Just a minute to go before we hit the top of the hour at your 8 o'clock news. Now we have to get started nationally, where vehicle sales in South Africa rose by 10.4% in January compared to last year, according to the National Association of Automotive Manufacturers, or NAMSA. The association also reported a nearly 6,025 unit increase in vehicle exports from January 2024. Now this positive start to the year follows a 25 basis point interest rate cut last week. NAMSA CEO Michael Mabasa highlighted that South Africa's export market is growing with new opportunities in Africa, a key region for expanding vehicle trade and positioning South Africa as a leader in high-quality exports. Now, in other national news, Minister of Employment and Labour Nomakosazana Meth has gazetted an increase in the minimum wage. The hourly rate increases from 27.58 cents to 28.79 cents, representing a 4.4% increase. This new minimum wage sets a baseline across all sectors, including farm and domestic workers. Agri South Africa acknowledged the National Minimum Wage Commission's balanced approach, safeguarding workers while considering sector sustainability. However, exceptions apply for workers employed under the expanded Public Works program and those with learnership agreements who are not affected by the new rate. Let's take a look at your international news that are making headlines. We start here, where at least 17 children have died in a fire at an Islamic school in northern Nigeria. Several others were injured and taken to health centers for treatment. Now, the fire, believed to have started in a nearby house, spread to the school while the children were sleeping. By the time emergency responders arrived, the blaze had already caused significant damage. The school's location also hampered efforts to control the fire. Local officials announced that other Islamic schools would be inspected for potential fire risks. Meanwhile, a Hamas official has dismissed U.S. President Donald Trump's proposal to have the U.S. take control of the Gaza Strip, calling it absurd and potentially destabilizing for the Middle East. Trump suggested during a press conference with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu that Palestinian residents of Gaza could be resettled elsewhere, while the U.S. would rebuild and redevelop the area. He described the goal as turning Gaza into the, quote, Riviera of the Middle East. Saudi Arabia, along with Egypt and Jordan, rejected the idea, stressing the need to preserve Palestinian land. And to close up your news for this Thursday morning, we head back to the mother city that is blazing or buzzing this tourist season, with 226 international flights landing each week from 31 different destinations. The city's tourism is alive and well. Official figures show a 10% increase in international visitors since 2023, and for the first time, 3.1 million passengers have passed through the international terminal at Cape Town Airport. The city's confidence is growing with more airlines and a special focus on Asian and Australian markets. Over 10 million people have visited, and the cruise industry is also booming, with 88 ships docking this season, all adding to the 27 billion rand Cape Town's tourism brings in each year. It's a win-win for the economy and, of course, for the people of the mother city. Couldn't be more proud to be from Cape Town itself. Let's hope that 2025 will also reap those rewards. So where we leave your 8 o'clock news, let's have a final look at your sports with Carl.
Let's wrap up your sporting action, starting with cricket. Sunrisers Eastern Cape kept their title defence alive with a 32-run win over Joburg Super Kings in the Betway SA20 Eliminator at Centurion. Now, Aidan Markram's unbeaten 63 powered them to 184 for the loss of 6 before restricting the Super Kings to 152 for 7. They now face Paul Royals in today's qualifier 2, with the winner meeting My Cape Town in Saturday's final. Now let's stay with cricket. Proteas fast bowler, and that is Gerald Coetzee, has been ruled out of the upcoming ODI tri-series against Pakistan and New Zealand due to groin tightness sustained in training. The medical team deemed the risk too high for him to continue, and a replacement will be named soon. He will unfortunately not be considered for the ICC Champions Trophy 2025. Now on to football. Last night's action saw Newcastle storming into the League Cup final with a commanding 2-0 win over Arsenal in the semi-final second leg at St James's Park, sealing a 4-0 aggregate victory. Now goals from Jacob Murphy and Anthony Gordon secured their place at Wembley, where they await the winner of tonight's clash, Liverpool up against Tottenham. And wrapping with motorsport, MotoGP world champ George Martin has been ruled out of the remaining pre-season testing in Malaysia after suffering a broken hand and foot in a crash at Sepang. He will undergo surgery in Europe and faces a race against time to be fit for the season-opening Thailand Grand Prix. That'll be on the 2nd of March. And that wraps up your sporting action on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let's take a last look at your roads. Zanele is standing by.
Time to get into your traffic, and let's tell you what exactly is going down in the mother city, Cape Town. Kraaifontein, there's congestion along the N1 inbound at Brighton. Delays are expected, so please exercise caution while driving over there. Then still in the mother city, Hospital Bend will be closed towards the city centre from around 6 p.m, where President Cyril Ramaphosa will deliver the State of the Nation address tonight at the Houses of Parliament. You can catch that on SABC, but commuters are advised to avoid non-essential travel within the CBD, and please plan your evening commute accordingly. Let's get you ready for the day with what's happening with your weather. The South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for severe thunderstorms, including heavy downpours, hail, excessive lightning, and strong winds, potentially causing localized flooding and infrastructure damage in Gauteng, Central and Eastern Free State, Eastern Northwest, and Southwestern KwaZulu-Natal. Additionally, disruptive rain leading to flooding is expected in Eastern KZN. A yellow level 1 warning is also in effect, alerting to damaging winds and rough seas between Cape Columbine and Cape Agulhas, spreading over to Plettenberg Bay by Friday, making sea navigation a little bit difficult. However, we will keep you up to date, rather, with anything else you need to know about that. For now, it looks like somebody's gone hiking. Nomfundo from Inchanga, KZN, where it's a delicious 23 degrees Celsius today. My lovely, this view is absolutely stunning. It looks like you've had an enlightening morning. It looks like you stand there and you just find all the answers to life. The sun is out, the greenery is greenering, and we love what you're doing with allowing the rest of the country to see this. Thank you so much, Nomfundo. And it is always about that sunrise view where we get to see what your side of life is looking like on 063-408-8863. Right about now, let's get you ready indeed with the temperatures so you know how to dress. Here's what it's looking like.
So chill today.
Yeah,
pretty
I'm
chill,
having a good
relaxed.
time.
Good temperatures as well. Can we just continue having a good time on the show, please? Because I love a good comedian.
Oh.
We have one. Yes, Bassem Youssef is going to be here. And remember, there is a certain... I love the way the tour is Middle Beast tour. I mean, come on now.
Okay,
You know, you see,
I got it.
But okay, I mean, that's a beast right there. If you look at the picture of that good-looking comedian, come on. And that's happening with Zanele a little bit later. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
Definitely. Can I tell you what I'm looking forward to?
Me.
Yes, you.
And?
You on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Especially if you have a little one. Also you. Because it's not just about couples, it is about children too, and we want to play dress up with our little ones.
Aww.
It's a perfect day to be able to put them in hearts and whites and reds and all the cute things. So we want to show you how Taryn Oppel is here to lead the way on that, and that comes up straight after this. So please don't go anywhere.
Middle Beast!
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show. Welcome back. You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And I always say, and of course, we're going to be having a good time. Why? Because, honey, we've got an international sensation in our midst. I'm talking about none other than Egyptian-American comedian Bassem, the incredible man, the one who makes us laugh, but we're honestly just so enthralled by him because he's got such great stories to tell, because he's also a satirist, someone who takes the view of life and turns it into something that we can laugh about. And Bassem Youssef is also here to tell us all about his debut in South Africa, where he's going to not just Durban, not just Cape Town, but my friend, he's also going to be in Johannesburg, and it's all going to be happening over the next couple of days. But we need to give a huge shout out, of course, to none other than Blue Blood in association with the Gift of the Givers that presents to South Africa Bassem Youssef. Everyone, let's give this king a huge feel-good welcome.
Oh, enough. Danelli, please. Danelli.
Bassem, welcome to South Africa.
Hi, how are you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm being blown away. Every single minute I'm here. South Africa has been on my bucket list even before I was like into comedy.
Yeah.
So to be here is just like a dream come true.
I love that. And speaking of before comedy, you were just sharing with me that your Egyptian name, is that correct?
Bassem.
Bassem, yes, it means smiley person, right? Yes.
Yes.
So how did you decide you were going to go and be an operating surgeon instead of going into what your name was even saying, what you're doing right now?
Well, I was a heart surgeon all my life, and you know, like, I think it's very similar to South Africa,
yes,
where you have to be an engineer or a doctor.
It's true.
And I did it for my parents, but then the rest of my life, I decided to do it for myself.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
And you were a heart surgeon. Did you give them a heart attack when you told them, hey, I'm not doing this anymore?
I just, like, did it for my parents.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when I was starting to get famous on YouTube, I was still a heart surgeon. I didn't leave it right away.
Really?
I didn't do the shift. So it's funny because people, like, I would go into the ward and the patients would recognize me.
Oh.
And they would say, oh my God, that's the guy, that's the funny guy from YouTube.
That is so cute.
And then they would pause and it's like, are you gonna operate on me?
Can I trust this man?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I trust him with my laughs, but I don't know if I can trust him with my laugh.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
And I mean, they do say laughter is the best medicine. So you were using real medicine and laughter. So in conjunction.
Well, if they laugh, because if they don't, you fail.
Ish. But this is the thing about you. You don't fail. This is why.
No, everybody fails.
Fair enough.
Everybody
Fair enough.
Fails. Don't get your ego ahead of you. Never.
Oh my goodness.
Stay humble.
And
Stay humble.
Do you see why you are so incredible at what you do? Because of such things, having those traits. But talk to me about this, because you've earned worldwide recognition as the Egyptian Jon Stewart. And one thing I know about you as well is the crazy story that you come with, when you got arrested, you were detained, interrogated. What happened? What is the story about?
Well, I talk about that in my comedy special, in my comedy hour. I actually talk to them about how I was interrogated and arrested, and I spent 6 hours with my interrogators, and they were asking me to explain my jokes, which is the worst thing that a comedian would do. So I don't know, like, should I explain to you? And and actually, some of them didn't find my jokes funny, and I had to talk about, like, how can we make the jokes better? It is the craziest part of my show. Yeah, seriously.
Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. So they interrogated you to explain your jokes to them?
Yes. And then they didn't find it amusing enough.
That's so
I felt so bad. I even felt worse than being interrogated, that my jokes were not good. I really felt about, maybe comedy is not for me.
Perhaps.
Yeah, maybe comedy is not for me.
Oh, please. You would not be the international sensation you are if that was the case.
But here, I'm now South African. Look at my shirt. Look, I'm going to wear this on stage.
Your shirt is giving Tata Madiba.
Yes, Madiba.
Exactly.
Yeah.
27 years of heart surgery, and then you're free.
Tata, Kulu,
now
Madiba.
you are.
Yes.
I love this for you.
Dulibongo.
But talk to me about this.
I'm having a different shirt on each show. So this is the Johannesburg shirt. And then I'm going to surprise Cape Town and Durban with 2 different shirts.
Darling.
I'm just getting the vibes every single day.
Keep them guessing.
Yes.
Come on. Bassem, you're somebody who has... Bassem, please tell the kids to behave. Thank you. Oh, goodness. All right. You're someone who's enjoyed a lot of success, and I feel like you've had a lot of highlights just in your career in a short amount of time. But what would you say is something that stuck out for you?
Something that stuck out for me? Well, here's the thing. Being an entertainer, going on stage and making people laugh is the greatest gift.
Yes.
And the scariest thing ever.
Sure.
Because you go out on stage and people expect you to make them laugh.
Yeah.
And if you don't, the reaction might not be very good. You know, in stand-up comedy, there is a huge, there's a very famous line that we say: if we fail, if we bomb, we say, "I'm dying up there."
Yes, I've heard of that.
And you see how it's used. It's not "I died." I am dying.
Yes.
Present continuous sense. I am continuing to die. It's the worst feeling ever, because you can die and just go.
Yes.
But like, you are dying.
Oh my goodness.
So it's the worst feeling ever on stage. And I really hope that I don't die on stage in South Africa.
No, you will not. I mean, I feel like the vibes that you have are already so South African. I feel like you're going to fit right in, but bring that delicious taste of the international vibes as well.
I don't know. I'm loving the diversity. I'm loving this country. I'm loving the different languages. I'm loving, more about Xhosa.
Yeah, that's right. That's my thing right there.
I got it.
And I need to ask you as well, because just like you're saying, South Africa was always on your bucket list. Why the move now to bring this beautiful tour of yours, the Middle Beast tour, to South Africa? Why was it the right time?
Well, here's the thing. People in Blue Blood, Osman and Shaista, they have always actually wanted to bring me, but they actually wanted to bring me before COVID.
Oh, hectic.
And then COVID hit, and then everything was pushed, and then and you see, everything happens in the right time, because now it's a different thing.
Yes.
When I got the offer from South Africa, I didn't look to the offers, I didn't look to the terms. I told my agents yes.
Yeah.
Because actually South Africa showed everybody in the world that they have courage, they have integrity. I mean, better than many of the Arab countries that I belong to. So I'm honored. To be in this lovely country that actually showed the world what does it mean to have integrity and to have courage and to have... Okay, I'm not going to say the other word because it's television.
Yeah, it's a family show.
And to have...
Yeah, that's right.
You can understand as ever you want.
I love that. And I also think that it's really so lovely to be able to see you just branch out into a country that is so receptive to comedy as well.
Yes.
We love laughing as a country.
I mean, come on, Trevor Noah is I'm a huge fan of Trevor Noah.
I mean, a lot of people remember my shows with John. I've been hosted by Jon Stewart 4 times.
Yeah.
But I've been on with Trevor Noah once.
Yeah.
Trevor Noah hosted me when he was on The Daily Show.
Beautiful.
And he's a brother. He's one of the most amazing comedians that I love and I follow. And I love how intelligent he is.
Yes.
How smart he is. How funny he is. So yeah, South Africa gave 2 beautiful things to the world.
Oh,
I mean, actually, one beautiful. The other one could be controversial. You know, Trevor Noah. Elon Musk, you don't know.
Hey, Sana,
there's like people on the side.
At the moment, it's a very touchy subject. Let's not go there.
Yeah.
However,
that's why I'm saying you keep surprising the world.
Yes.
You keep surprising the world. It's like, hey, ICC. Oh, like Trevor Noah. Oh, Elon Musk. We don't know. We don't know where we stand.
And Bassem, you're going very deep now, and this is why we need to come to your show just to hear all of these beautiful thoughts. Talk to us a bit about what we can expect and where we can get tickets.
Well, first of all, you can get tickets on Ticket Pro.
Yes.
And what you can expect is like my personal story. It's my origin story that has a kind of different ramifications of what's happening in the world. I always like to start from a personal and go out to the world. And I think if you let people in, being vulnerable, being humble, I think people would really vibe with you, and hopefully they will like my comedy. So come to the show. Come to the show. Come to the show. Durban, 7th of February, Cape Town, the mother city.
Come on.
8th of February, and Johannesburg, Nzanzi, and 9th of February.
Beautiful. You're incredible. Thank you so much. I have something to teach you very
Yes.
quickly when
Yes.
you get up there, right?
Yes.
No DNA, just RSA. That's one of our slogans as a country.
No DNA.
No DNA, just RSA.
RSA, nice.
That's right, exactly.
Nice, nice.
You know it well, Mzansi, and this is why, friend, this man over here, he doesn't just know how to operate in the operating room, also there on the stage. He's all about making you laugh. It is the Middle Beast tour that is going to be, just like you heard from him, in Durban on the 7th of February, on the 8th of February in Cape Town, 2 shows, and then in Johannesburg on the 9th of February. And trust me, you do not want to miss out on it. You can get your tickets from Ticket Pro, and just like that, my lovely, you could be laughing into the evening, having an incredible time with the Egyptian Jon Stewart, and a man who truly takes satire to a whole different level. I can't wait for you to experience it, because I know you're going to go get those tickets. You smart, you loyal, yeah? But right about now, Cape TZ, my Carissa, babe, are you excited for us to all just watch the king that is Bassem Youssef?
Whew, let me tell you, I'm so excited. We've been laughing in studio. So it just kind of tells you what we can expect come the 7th, 8th, and 9th. Really looking forward to that. For now, though, what's happening on the 14th is Valentine's Day. Another reminder to the men and women out there, you've got a week to get things going. But if you have little ones, you could also have fun with them. And we're going to show you exactly how to dress them up and make them look lovely and cute with Miss Taryn Oppel. Can't wait to get into it. Already obsessed with this little one right here. Tatum looks so cute. Look at that. Not only that, we're going to get into the kitchen and make something delicious. It's kind of like a meat-free Monday, but on a Thursday, because we're going to get into some carrots. Are you into carrots?
I'm very into carrots.
Okay, well, you're going to love this one. Spicy maple roasted rainbow carrots, and then we're going to add some chickpeas because protein is absolutely vital. Maybe that can be a Valentine's dish for you. So stick around, Zanzi, because after this, we're going to show you how.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good breakfast show. Just a hop and a skip, and we are here talking about Valentine's Day because, yes, it is. It's just 7 days away. You've got this weekend to get through, and then we want to make sure that you're not only playing dress up with your partner, but also maybe with your children, because you want to celebrate the love with all of the people. Schools often let the little ones wear love-filled outfits. We know this, and on this day, we want to make sure that they look the best dressed, okay? And to help us do that, stylist Taryn Oppel is here to share the hottest trends to make sure that they just look and feel fabulous on the 14th of February. Taryn, I know you came prepared. I'm seeing all the red behind you. Got a question though. Do you do Valentine's Day? No. You can't rock red this well and not do Valentine's Day.
Listen, we both love a red lip. You know, that goes without saying all through the year. Valentine's Day is cute. I'm not like a big, celebrator, but I feel like you should celebrate love every day.
Okay, that's cute. I do understand that. But if you do have little ones running around, we also kind of want to have fun with them.
Yes, definitely.
It's an opportunity to do so.
Definitely.
So let's get into talking about the key trends for Valentine's Day this year.
I mean, it goes without saying, as you mentioned, red. I mean, that's on the top of the list. There's, of course, really cute prints, heart prints for girls. Of course. That's obviously a great representation of the month of love. And then Woolies has also got a really cute Disney collab where Minnie Mouse has come out to play.
I love it already.
So that is another thing to look forward to. And then I also really love combining red with pops of pink, and we can do that through some accessories, which we can have a look at as well.
I can't wait, because I know we've got two little models with us. Hamish and Tatum are here. So we definitely want to look into this to see what it looks like on the little ones.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's go. So we've got, princess treatment.
Yes.
Got to do the sort of ballet core inspiration with Tatum in her tulle, and Hamish in his red t-shirt.
Yes.
Obviously, Tatum might be joining mom and dad on a little bit of a date night.
Cute.
So that's a great outfit for that, or if, the kids love to dress up at school.
Yeah.
Hamish could also be a little bit more dressed up with a button-up polo shirt. And then Tatum, just like me, are rocking the pumps. I mean, it's all about that ballet core, but I feel like she could do with a little bit of sparkle.
Wow.
So we can add a bag. What's also really great at Woolies is they've got all these really sweet little headpieces. So we could pop that on.
Got the white on the top with that.
Exactly. It just picks up all those colors. So yeah, they're good to go.
Yes. Also with the curls in her hair, everything's just looking super
coming
cute.
together. It's very, very sweet.
Do a little turn for us, Tatum. Let's see what we're working with. Look at the skirt.
She told me earlier she feels really pretty. So.
You look really pretty. So cute, Tatum. Again, Hamish.
And then Hamish has got his red tee, which is obviously for the laid-back kids, pair it with jeans. Woolies also has really great white shirt offerings, bow ties. Yeah. So there's also an opportunity for him to be dressed up, but I know that he loves to feel cool and chill.
Casual.
So that's his look for this morning.
Wow.
I do want to talk about that Disney collab, because I think it's really sweet. Minnie Mouse.
Wow.
Has come to play this Valentine's Day for girls. You can find some prints and dresses, t-shirts. And then, of course, we spoke about the laid-back boy, but there's also the laid-back girl. So leggings and little cycle shorts also work really well for those days at school. And then just paired with a really sweet t-shirt. How cute is this? All you need is love with a little teddy bear.
Ain't that the truth?
And then, of course, adding to the princess treatment, some more tulle.
So that's good. I've had my eye on, because I feel like I would wear that.
I feel like you could.
That's very cute.
Yeah, so all red is also really, really great. But then I also spoke about, adding those pops of pink with some accessories. These also really sweet little jelly shoes for girls with the hearts. So there's so much to look forward to for our kids to look absolutely sweet and amazing.
Oh, I love that.
And then, of course, for boys, we could also do some shorts, pair it with the white tee, just keep it really simple. There's so much on offer to look forward to for the kids.
Oh, I love that, Taryn. You did such a good job. The kids are sorted, parents are sorted.
Yes.
I love what you said about the date with the kids and the parents. A little picnic. I love that. I think yesterday, Aisha Baker was here, and she said for Valentine's Day, she takes her children out. So perfect way to get dressed up together, to match, to take those Instagram photos and make sure that we definitely look good. So how can parents incorporate fun-filled and love elements without going overboard? Because I think that's a nice little balance that we've got to strike. Although I think go big.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I spoke about the heart prints. It really does give off that sense of love. I mean, there's so many slogan tees as well with little sayings, which are really amazing. Like the all you need is love. It's not necessarily romantic, but it's just like a world peace sort of thing.
It encompasses everything.
Exactly. So you could do it in little nuances like that. But I feel like you should just go for it.
Big. It's the one time of year we all get to play dress up, so why not?
Exactly.
Do it. Lean into it. It is Valentine's Day. The kids also absolutely love this, so make sure that you tick all of those boxes and just play dress up. It is Valentine's Day, a day filled with so much love and so many good looks, according to Woolworths. Now you can shop these looks in-store, online, and on the app. From me to you, happy Valentine's Day.
Same to you, babe.
All right, so reasons to stay right there. Don't tune out to anywhere. There's nothing else on any other channel but here on S3 at your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We got Leon John, who's still here. We got some quick fire questions. I think you bring the best out of an artist when they're asked some questions on the spot. And then we got another recipe for you. We're going farm to table today. So we are going to give you, wait, let me see if I can get this right, a spicy maple roasted rainbow carrots and crispy chickpeas recipe. What a mouthful, but it tastes even better. So make sure you stay there, get the pen and paper out, or expressoshow.com handy for that recipe. We'll take you through it in the next couple of minutes.
Make your love story unforgettable when you gift yourself the chance to win a dream jewelry prize to the value of 100,000 Rand with American Swiss. Simply scan the QR code on screen or WhatsApp Valentine to 064 898 8402. Answer our fun romance-themed questions and your journey to forever could start here. So enter now and love your way with American Swiss. Competition ends 28 Feb 2025. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show here on S3, and we've been hanging out with Leon John, a singer-songwriter that is taking the world by storm. And of course, we're still celebrating him because of his new single out in the morning. We're going to be hearing more from him in a bit, but first, we need to get to know him a bit more with a quick fire questions. Are you still good, my Leon? Amazing. It looks like you're getting ready for this quick fire question. Okay.
It's exercising my mind.
I love that
Exactly.
because I want them very fast.
Okay.
Don't think too much.
Yes.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your one rule of love?
Love.
Ooh, have you ever serenaded someone with your singing abilities?
No, no.
Oh, that is treacherous.
No, no.
What's the strangest thing that's happened to you on stage?
The sound going off and I can't hear myself.
Oh, no.
Yes, and then I have to use the vibrations in my throat to be able to sing because it's so loud and that's a
So you just continued?
You continue. You continue. You make it work. You
I
make it
love
happen.
that, honey.
Yeah,
the
show
show
goes
must
on.
go on. There we go.
Exactly.
Do you prefer summer or winter?
Summer.
Ooh, favorite song? And please sing it for us.
Favorite song? Right now, Sade, By Your Side.
Sing it for us,
By
darling.
Your Side, baby. Oh, I'm going to embarrass myself. I don't know the lyrics. There it is. Help me out. Help me out. No, it's okay.
You can't make me sing.
I forgot. It's rapid fire. My brain's working too hard.
Okay, the last song you downloaded.
The last song that I downloaded, oh, I don't know. I don't know.
It must have been your own. At what age do you want to retire?
Do you know what? I want to work until I die, but also then want to die relatively young. So, you know what I mean?
I love
I'm trying
that.
to go.
Okay, what's your spirit animal and why?
My family totem, the lion, because it's my family totem.
Aww,
yes.
rawr.
Yeah, you know what? Leon John, hey.
Oh, and place you want to travel to most?
Place that I've been a lot of the places that I wanted to go to. Do you know what I mean? I'm open
Sorry,
to being
darling.
surprised. No, stop.
Yes.
I'm open to being surprised, but you know, for the sake of this, let's say China. I haven't been to China yet.
Nice.
So, yeah, let's go China.
What is a perfect day out? Please describe it. Go in detail.
Perfect day out. I'm at home, I'm in bed, I'm sleeping.
Really? Oh my
Exactly.
goodness.
I'm
Leon.
such a homebody. I'm terrible, but I made myself a resolution this year that I'm going to go out more and do
Beautiful.
more things.
Yes.
I'm not a restaurant person because I like to cook at home. I like to cook for my friends.
Okay.
So maybe cooking for my friends and we're all together and, you know, making food.
I
That's
love
the
that.
perfect day.
Beautiful. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie, Eat, Pray, Love.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Favorite actor?
For the sake of this conversation, let's say Julia Roberts.
Love it.
Yes.
One place that you want to return to one day?
Do you know what? I love Egypt with all my heart. So yeah, let's say Egypt. That's always going to be my spiritual home. So,
Love that. Do you want children?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I don't want to make proclaimants on the TV and then someone's going to hold me to it and my parents are going to be really upset.
Oh, my
so
goodness.
let's just say I don't know.
I love that. And also, one thing, what do you want to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered for doing for other people what my favorite artists have done for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a beautiful.
Yeah.
Leon, you are so incredible.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm so
Thank you.
excited for you to sing some more for us.
Yeah.
This is why you got to stay tuned, Feel Good Breakfast Show family, because Leon John is not going anywhere. He's going to help us wrap up the show in the best way possible on this Thursday morning. Right now, we're heading on back to Cape Town. Carissa, what's good, baby?
Well, Carissa is telling you now that we have something very special in the kitchen over here. Now, Shannon Smith is still with us, and I think it's important for us to go from farm to table. We need fresh produce, but we got to elevate them. Now, I know what you're thinking. Carrots. Okay, these can be very boring. Let's be honest. A carrot is like, oh, it's good for your eyes. You know what? I get that. But how do we elevate a carrot? Now, this is why Shannon has been brought here, because we are going to make spicy maple roasted rainbow carrots with crispy chickpeas and yogurt sauce. Come on. It's fantastic. Now, the secret.
Yes.
To carrots being not just carrots, not just the root veg that just, you know, Bugs Bunny used to chow in the cartoons. How do we make this decadent, delicious, and grrr? That's important.
I think, first of all, we want to get a lovely caramelization on those carrots because the caramelization adds a beautiful color and it gives you so much flavor.
Yes.
For the crunch, we're going to add in some chickpeas and we're going to get these nice and golden, crispy brown, and that's going to add that wonderful crunch. So now we're no longer just boring Bugs Bunny carrots.
Yes.
And then we're going to finish it off with a beautiful yogurt dressing.
All right.
Which is absolutely delicious. You can serve this as a side, but I don't mind digging into it while I'm watching a movie. With a
Why
big
not?
fork. It's absolutely delicious.
Although I do like this on a table as almost like a harvest table. Like I like it when everybody can have a chance to just tap in. I think that's cool. But I need to follow these steps because you can, expressoshow.com. We got all of the method and the recipe there, but I like to follow with you, Shannon. So at the moment, it looks like paprika going into the carrots, right?
So we've got cumin, paprika, some maple for that sweetness, and then we're going to roast these in the oven.
All
so
right.
you can go ahead and help me just throw in some of this.
Okay, got you. I'm going to go for what looks like to be
That's cumin.
cumin.
Perfect.
All right.
So you can go ahead and throw that in there.
It's actually smells like cinnamon.
Ooh, I think, okay, so maybe that one
Maybe it's cinnamon. But this is...
Okay, I can smell it right now. It's definitely cinnamon.
Thank you very much.
Since you're on the sweet side, you might as well throw in the
I might
maple.
as well do the bit of the sweet side of okay. I hope there's not too much cinnamon that I threw in there, but let's just... And you know what? I love a little drizzle.
Yeah, we can go for double trouble.
A little drizzle is important over here because I think what this is going to do, not only will it sweeten it, but it also helps the spice actually adhere to the carrot as well, right? So that's cool.
That's perfect.
Love it.
So we've got a spicy, sweet, maple glazed carrot over here. We're going to pop this into the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. So the reason we want to oven roast the carrots is to get that caramelization. Like I said, when you're roasting carrots, you want them sort of caramelized on the outside, but still soft and tender on the inside without getting all that shrivelage. You know when they shrink like that?
Yeah,
So
that's the
why
thing.
roasting is the best method for carrots.
Okay, look at that. Look how glazy and beautiful they look already.
Line that baking dish up.
Okay, cool. Must I just drop it in here?
Yes. I'm going to ask you the same question. Have you washed your hands?
Yes, I have.
Awesome.
Okay, great stuff. Oh, you know what? I think that's what happens when you're a mom.
Yeah.
You have to ask this of your kids all the time. Did you wash your hands? Did you wash your hands? Where do you come from now? Why are you touching that? Did you wash your hands? I get it. It's like that. But
exactly.
So let's
You
and
can
then
nicely give those a zhuzh.
right. We're gonna just.
So you want to get it in there in an even layer so that everything can cook evenly.
Great. We got that.
How pretty that looks.
And then, yes, and then that's it. By the way, if you got a touch of OCD, I'm sure you're going to want all the stalks on the one side and then the other things on the other side. However, for me, I just like the rustic feel to it. So that's how it goes there. All right, cool. And then
great job, Carl.
we're good to go.
Pop that into the oven.
Thank you very much. I will
Next
do
up, I'm going to move on to the crunchy chickpeas. We've got some paprika, and some cumin. This one, we're going more for like a spicy feel, and there's no sweetness in this, obviously to balance out the sweetness of those carrots. So we've just got some
all right, so
paprika,
chickpeas, I need to ask this as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes, if you cook chickpeas, you don't get that really great crunch on them. And I wanted to know, do you have any tips, tricks, hacks that we can get a chickpea crunch? Because sometimes it's quite daunting to actually get them to that beautiful texture.
Exactly. So I would recommend oven roasting until golden brown.
Right.
Once it's golden brown, you've got that texture. But again, using an air fryer is going to give you that super crunch without putting it in the oven. Also, you're not using any oils or anything when using. But I would recommend taking a spray bottle with like avocado oil or some kind of nutty oil and spraying it over there before putting them into the air fryer. That way you get that air fryer crisp with the golden crispy outside.
And can you do this while the carrots are in? So you got your carrots in. Can you just
so
pop them
chickpeas
to
take
draw?
much less time to roast.
All right, so just watch
So
it.
the carrots will be in there for 20 to 25 minutes, and you can put your chickpeas in the last 10 minutes.
Love it. You see what we're doing over here? We're trying to connect it nicely so that, you know, the meal finishes all at the same time. That's why a large part of cooking, especially if you're cooking for a lot of people, is to actually get the timings right. So if you know that one thing is going to take X amount of time, just do some mathematics and you can get it all done in the same time.
You
right?
also want to serve warm food. I've got like an ick for cold food, so don't ever serve
the
me
cold food. Ick, I got you.
Then next up, we've got our spicy or our minted yogurt sauce.
Right.
Quick pro tip, if you want a thicker sort of yogurty sauce, almost like a Lebner, put it in a cloth, like your toweling cloth.
Yes.
Let it sit over a glass and all the moisture will sort of trickle out of it. Then you've got more like a Lebner sort of thicker yogurty base.
And it's also cool for this recipe because, I mean, the last thing you want is a very loose base on the crispy chickpeas and the carrots.
Exactly.
You want something that's going to hold up.
Something firm and more like
Like a
scoop-worthy. Yes.
Yeah, I got you. Sometimes the yogurts can get a bit more loose, and I think that's a very, very good idea. Because obviously with yogurt, if it's in your fridge, they develop a bit of whey on top.
Exactly.
So you kind of have to drain that out and then dish. I think that's a very good pro tip over there. So I see. What is that? Are we going with tahini there or something?
Yes.
That's
So
cool.
we've got yogurt, the tahini, obviously adds that wonderful flavor.
Nice.
I've got some lemon juice and then just a little bit of salt and pepper and our herbs. Do you want to throw in the salt and pepper while I herb
Yes,
that up?
that's right.
Thank you, Carl.
No problem. I got your back. This is a team effort, and don't forget. Okay.
Like Salt Bay.
Team effort. Pepper is
Pepper
actually
Bay.
Pepper Bay. I'm starting my new blog called pepperbay.co.za. Just follow. I'll let you know when it's up. That's how it goes. I like a lot of pepper. The reason why, I think sometimes when pepper gets involved, it opens up some of the taste and smell centers, and then I feel like everything just kind of pops.
It opens up your senses.
Yeah, it's so good.
Gorgeous.
You see, that's a lovely little... And I mean, we can plate that. We've got all the workings of something sensational over here.
Exactly.
I think this is really
You
good.
can also use this dip for absolutely anything. It works well with any kind of root vegetables. I would use some radishes instead of carrots. If I didn't have to throw that in, any kind of root vegetable will work seriously well with a yogurt dipping sauce.
You know, I've tried even something as simple as cabbage. If you fry up cabbage nicely and you put on a yogurt sauce, it's so good.
It just adds.
Let's plate up for Carissa. And let's try and be very chefy on this one, because I always love impressing Carissa.
How's your food styling skills?
My food styling skills are okay. They're okay. You know?
I trust you.
They're okay. So
let's get some carrots on there.
Okay.
How would you style them?
Oh, so for me, I think I want to go down to the yogurt.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to use the yogurt as a base.
So we're going to use this as a base, yeah. So, I mean, I want to do something that's really, I think, you know, it's dated and played out, but I don't mind just doing a swirl like that, okay? And then I would probably plate these carrots just along the bias over here. That's probably what I would do if I were plating. That's
You know what would be nice? If we sort of
And then?
got them in like a little triangle.
You want to do a triangle?
Shape. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, but we've
Like just for a height?
Okay, yeah.
Love it. Okay. And then...
Then you can go ahead and crunch over some of these
Yes.
chickpeas.
From there, I just like obviously on here, I want the chickpeas to actually
What a master chef we
I
have
want
here
the
in the
chickpeas to
making.
kind of adhere to the swish there. So, and then I'd probably
A
finish
little bit of greenery?
with a bit of green over here. That's kind of what I
If
would
you
do.
really wanted to be fancy and add like that extra little bit of drizzle, I would do a little bit of either olive oil or maple. And what it's going to do is it's going to give you that color, that little like fancy sort of, you know,
Your
when
wish
they
is
do
my
that dripping?
your wish is my command. Okay.
Don't need to ask you twice.
No, not at all. I think so. Basically, you want to go from a height, and then
Yeah.
it's a little bit more pliable like that, and then we kind of like
There we go.
just on the carrots there like this.
And just like that.
That's kind of what I would do. Okay, cool. All right, that's plating. Now we need tasting. And the best taste person is Carissa to walk in gallantly and taste what
my
we've made.
goodness.
'Cause
I am impressed at these plating skills. I was in the corner going, oh, there's more with oh, it's magic.
yeah.
Beautiful.
So this is a serving for one, but of course we've actually got on presentation something that we can all share a little later. But I just want you to give it a taste, and then
Beautiful.
I think. But the thing is, you need utensils, don't you?
Let me grab you a fork.
That's it. So
I love
don't
eating with a spoon.
Shannon's going to get look here, we made a bit of a mess here. We are going to. Don't worry. We're going to clean up while she gets that. You see, this
These are
happens
one of my
all live.
favorite snacks. On the airplane, sometimes they give these chickpea snacks. So
That's
good.
great.
Sorry,
I'm just going to clean up
Okay,
while you
I'll
taste,
just grab a fork here.
because
Okay,
we just want to make it neat. That's
all
all.
right, thank you. Neaten up my space.
I'm going to tidy up while you taste that.
You see, I'm also tidying up.
This is
I love
service.
this, you see.
This is good
That's it.
service.
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. The restaurant's been busy today, so we haven't had, and also we short-staffed.
Can you wipe my table, please, while you're at it? Thank
one
you.
of the waiters was late for work earlier. I'm so sorry. Just, excuse me, ma'am. There we go.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. That's
I love
fine.
the rainbow carrots.
Can
We've
I
got
do
the
that?
yogurt.
Okay, no, just go for it. I just want to do
Why are you so
I
close
just
to
want to
me?
do a manager thing very quickly. Just take a bite.
Okay.
How's the food?
Oh,
So do you know why managers in restaurants do that while there's food in your mouth? So that you can't give negative commentary.
You can't.
And you're like, I didn't even hear what you said, but I'm glad it's lekker. Cheers. And then they go to the next table.
No, but
That's
it is lekker, though.
pro tip.
What do you think?
I like that.
Okay. How do you think of the sweetness with the saltiness? The flavors all come together so well.
It's fresh. It's beautiful. Having it as a family style around the table. I'm already thinking Christmas in February. This is perfect.
Yes.
This is absolutely
It's
perfect.
also gorgeous.
Don't
to
be
look
scared.
at.
I'm not going to be scared. No, I can trust you in this. This is really cool. Sorry, I'm also going to try. Do you mind if I try as
You
well?
actually should.
Our own work.
Since you are the one that plated it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you must have like a little bit of everything in your bite.
I do want to do that. Actually, I'm going to go.
Well, you have this deliciousness and tell
Yes.
us how it is. Liam John is still coming your way to do another performance. How beautiful was that first performance? The outfit was great. The vocals are good. Clearly, the chickpeas and carrots are fantastic. It's the dance.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Please try this. Please try this. Oh, expressoshow.com. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. You talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, yeah. So expressoshow.com is where you find chickpeas, carrots, all roasted delicious on top of a bit of yogurt. Shannon, thank you for being here. You treated us today to 3 beautiful recipes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for
I
having
think we're
me.
learning. I think we're getting there. After the ad, more entertainment and your last chance to win with Lotto. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You know, we miss you. During a commercial break, we chat amongst ourselves. We say, like, yo, I miss them. And here you are again. I can't believe you look good today, by the way. Do you want to win? I hope you want to win. Because every day, payday, when you play Daily Lotto for the guaranteed 1 million rand jackpot today, you deserve it.
That's a lot of money.
It is.
And we want you to play now for only 3 rand, and you could win big. Now, buy your tickets now in store. They are open, or even on the website nationallottery.co.za. There's the mobile app, there is cell phone banking, or just simply dial *120 *7529 hash, and of course, that's for your USSD.
It's because you're worth it, eh? You need to win today. Expresso's social media pages has all the details. But you just have to panda, push a play, and then win. Daily Lotto for the guaranteed 1 million rand jackpot today. And you could hit it lucky with a big payday. So please, play now and then win. I want you to win.
I feel like a winner already.
Yes.
You already gave us one performance, and I'm losing my mind, not only for the incredible outfit, but the vocals of Leon John. What a treat. Please take on over.
Oh, you are so right about that, Carissa. It is a treat indeed. And this is why we're closing out the show with the superstar of Zanzi. It is Leon John, where he's going to be performing not 1, but 2 tracks to wrap up the morning deliciously. So let's start off with this one. It is Leon John with Pray For You, everyone.
It must be Monday, I'm not so sure. I can barely lift my head from off the floor. You left me reeling and unprepared for all the things that have to do, too much to bear. And I know, and I know, and I know that if there's blame to take my share if you take the other half. And I still pray for you every day, even when the words hurt to say. long as I live, I still pray for you every day. Oh, I see your friends around, they ask me how I've been. There's not enough for me to say, where do I begin? And I know, and I know, and I know that if there's blame to be had, I'll take my share if you take the other half. And I still pray for you every day, even when the words hurt to say. Never mind that I won't heal from this. As long as I live, I still pray for you every day. I still pray 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 every day. Never mind that I won't heal from this. As long as I live, I still pray for you every day. I still pray for you every day. Yes, I still pray for you every day. Every day. Oh. Thank you so much for having us, Expresso. Thank you so much to everybody watching at home. My name is Leon John, and with me today is Tata Mukwena on the electric guitar and Joseph Mtimwang and my family on the bass guitar. It's been such a pleasure having you here today, and such an honor for us to play for you. This is our last song for this morning. It's a song entitled Let Me Go. Let me go, let me go, let me go. Let me go, let me go, let me go. The look upon your face won't let me go. Let me go. And the way you say my name, how can I let go? I can't let go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. The way you say my name, how can I let go? Can't let go. I stare into your eyes and I lose all self-control. Please let go, 'cause I can't go. Let me 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 go.
let me go, let me go, let me go, let me go. Sing it. Let me go, let me go, let me go, let me go, let me go. Thank you so much for having us on. Good morning to everybody at home. Again, my name is Leon John. This is my family, Tato Mkwena, Joseph Mtimunye. It's been a pleasure. Good morning.
Come on! Did every morning be like this? Where we have such talent taking us into the rest of the day? We told you, you're on your Feel Good Breakfast show, so we only have to deliver with the most incredible artists that make you feel good indeed. Cape Teasy, while you tell us about what's coming up tomorrow, are you feeling the good vibes all the way from Johannesburg?
Oh, you know what we're feeling? We're feeling the...
Oh, sorry, you have to do that way. Sorry, that's how it happens. Yes, I'm so glad I got that so fast. I never get that one. That's cool. But yes, I'm feeling the love. Leon John, what a super talent. And of course, we don't stop talent on the show. We kind of like a talent factory.
Yeah.
We just let a conveyor belt all the way through to your TV. Tomorrow, more talent. Eh?
Yes,
Much more.
Nontokozo Mkhize joins us, award winner, incredible artist, and I can't wait for that. Also, Talent Factory equals Kim Jade. She's also going to be in the building.
Oh my goodness, it's not going to stop there, all right? Because when last have you heard BVK? Brassem Cup. Oh, here there's a documentary, award-winning there as well. DJ Reddy D will be here with you just to chat to you about how culture, and Brassem Cup, when it comes to culture, they were a cornerstone. All right, of culture in Cape Town. And the thing is, when you get a documentary like that and it's award-winning, you realize that there's such validity that's added to a culture.
Wow.
And I think anybody who just wants to weigh in, wants to be a part of it, please listen in if you need to, watch in if you need to. It's going to come to you tomorrow, and I think it's going to be very special.
I can't wait.
Right?
It's also going to be a week before Valentine's Day, so you know all the love Feel Good fam is coming your way. If you didn't get enough today, we're going to definitely send you tons and tons more. And I'm going to go plan my Valentine's Day. Well, actually, I'm just going to enjoy it.
Yeah, you know what? Roses are red, violets are blue.
Yeah.
Sanele, do you want to say goodbye to Leon John too? I thought so. Yes, girl! Just keep it going.
Let me go.
Keep it rolling.
Let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
Yay!
Another Feel Good production.